I am cited. I'm cited.
You are cited.
Welcome back to another episode of So Shameless. Yo, how y'all feeling, man?
Lovely, amazing, hallelujah.
That doesn't sound excited. You are not feeling the vibes. The vibes are here. Trump doesn't have sleeves. What's going on?
Jesus Christ.
The sleeves are not in the room.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the guns are. Just shoulders for today. I ain't gonna show the guns. They ain't ready for all that yet.
They're not ready for that. We don't want to have to call the police.
Listen, you got to buy tickets to the gun show. You got.
Nasty.
Oh, buy one get one free.
Yesterday is in the building. Fresh off feeling like, I don't know. Are you okay?
$1 million. Yeah. I was hot for a second. I'm cool down.
Yeah, I could tell. But I'm glad you're feeling better. Listen, guys, we have somewhat of an internet superstar in the building today. I have a lot of, listen, y'all know me. I have a lot of guests on the show. I am rarely this excited. I have, do you say your name when you, like, do people know your actual name? Can I say your name?
You can't say my name. Yeah. I don't typically say it, but it's fine.
I have Melanie of the I'm Not a Lawyer brand here with us today. I don't know. Has anybody ever heard of this brand?
I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, baby.
I would love to hear about it.
Melanie, can you tell us who you are and what you do? Tell us about the I'm Not a Lawyer brand.
Sure. So yes, I am Mel. I am not a lawyer by any means, but I make content that revolves around the legal justice system. So if it's lawsuits, if it's a trial, anything in the legal world, I'm usually reading it, watching it, and then covering it, hopefully in a way that makes sense to the lay persons. So yeah.
Okay.
Fire.
Bro, any of the cases that are like hot, steamy, interesting, anything like that, she breaks down what's happening in the system, and she does it like so that you like questioning the goings on, the findings, the things that the prosecutor is doing, the things that the defense is admitting. She's breaking it all down in a way that is kind of like, it's super like
digestible,
mystery, right? ID channel. It's fire.
Discovery vibes.
It's so exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know where I found this girl. I'm a fan. I'm legit. I know I'm fangirling, right? Like, oh my God. Right? So, first of all, do you actually work in law? Can I ask that question?
Yeah, you can ask. I do not. I actually worked for a long time in entertainment. But never in law. I just have always been intrigued by it. And so that's the motivation. But I have no legal experience at all. That's why I say at the beginning of every video, I'm not a lawyer because I don't want anyone to be confused. But I read a lot. So
I cannot believe you're not working, like the way you break down these cases. What made you start this brand?
Honestly, I got laid off. I worked at Netflix for 6 years and I got laid off in 2022. So right after the pandemic. And I have another podcast with my sister and I was just talking about a case because I watch cases anyway. And so I was talking about it and people were like, you do this really good. You should make a TikTok. So then I was like, I feel weird making a TikTok about a case and I'm not a lawyer. And my sister was like, just say I'm not a lawyer. So I made it and then the video went viral and so people started being like, yo, you do this so good, like can you talk about YNW Melly, can you talk about Young Thug's case, so people just started asking me to do it and I kept going.
And I ain't gonna lie, hold on, we're gonna get back to you, Mel. Speaking of getting fired, I've been having an interesting couple days. Trom, have you been in tune with life on the internet as of late?
A little bit. You know, I scroll a little bit.
Dodge, not that. Dodge, not that.
Yo, me in yesterday, like
I said, yo, I can't believe him. I tell you, I can't believe him right now. There's no way. There's no way. This
is why yesterday is my fave, because me and yesterday we both like.
All right, everybody relax. Let's pay attention to this clip. I'm on the conversations with Rel Easy. So Rel is my cousin. For anybody that doesn't know, Rel is my cousin. Yesterday is my cousin. We're all, cousins up. Rel has his own show called Conversations with Rel Easy. And I do the show with him. As a matter of fact, after the show, he's coming here to record. He's like, yo, I want you on the show. I want you on the show. I'm like, I'd rather do it behind the scenes. Let me be behind the scenes. You become your own entity because, I'm pretty popular. I don't want to be like the guy on your show. I'll be behind the scenes. I'll just be a voice, right? But he's like, I want you to come on. I want you to come on. So I've been saying I'm not going to do it for so long. Finally, he gets me to come on the show. This person.
Your cousin, your family.
He researched my history and found out that I got fired from Run's house in 2009. This is how that conversation went.
Yes.
Rumor. Okay. The rumor has it that you was working for Russell Simmons and he fired you because his daughters was jacking you.
Yeah, who told you that? I got fired the first day. Who told you that?
Why are you so shocked?
Son, that was the worst day of my life. To this day, I'm angry.
Why are you so
Who told you? Son, nah.
Why are you so shocked?
I can't believe you know that. I can't believe you know, but that's a fact.
Yo, bro.
First day, bro.
So
I'm in there, we setting up Run's house.
Yo, he's
why you laughing? Nigga, I'm traumatized. I'm angry. I almost beat up not the little one, not Diggy. What's the other one?
This got me about tears. Yeah. You was beating up Russell Simmons' son?
The other one.
JoJo?
JoJo's the one that went and told him. Russell Simmons upstairs on his balcony. His room is at the end of the balcony. So he's in there with the executive producers, whatever. I'm setting up downstairs. I'm doing my thing. But remember, I had come home from prison maybe a year early.
Shit was up.
So I'm still my body crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my thing, but I know my shit. I'm like focused on my shit. So I'm doing my thing. Boom, boom, boom. Here come JoJo walking the crib. Right upstairs to his dad. They come out, they look at me. I'm doing my thing, but I peep, me, I'm always surveying, so I peep them looking. Whatever, I do my thing. Executive producer comes out like, yo, go in the trailer. Stay there, we'll come see you. All right, what am I in the trailer for? They come in like, yo, this your last day. Huh? Why? Russell wants you around his kids.
Yo,
I am not expecting. First of all, you don't laugh when you see that picture he posted. I don't know why he posted that picture. Like I was like some brolic dude.
That was a terrible picture. That wasn't even the picture.
Yo, I said, yo, why that one? Like,
that picture, not, bro. I'm talking, Trom. You see me when I was empty. That
wasn't a fresh out pic.
That wasn't a fresh out pic. It's actually hilarious.
Mel, he posted this clip, right? First of all, I have an Oppie family.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very Oppie family from yesterday.
You gotta add yourself to that too. Y'all Oppie to each other. Add it.
That's fine.
Add it.
The first clip of this episode that he posts is like, I can't even believe that he posted this clip. I don't even. It's just, it's rectal tungalingus.
Oh yeah. Yo, he
spoke for 2 hours. You asked me that in the last 5 minutes of the episode, and you're gonna post a rectal Tungalingus vid to introduce my episode.
Listen.
Trom, you know what I'm talking about? Rectal tungalingus.
Tahoe
Yeah.
was talking about how he liked to get his butthole ate.
I didn't see the clip, but I mean, I know what you're talking.
That was crazy. That was. I swear, you did not have to deliver it like that. I promise.
Yeah,
You.
that was not in the first 10 minutes of the episode.
Oh,
Yo,
right.
Mel, I'm sorry. Mel, I'm so. Don't embarrass me in front of. Come on, man. I like her. Don't. Can y'all chill out?
Yo, real quick, it was Rev Run though, right? Not Russell.
It was
Yeah.
Rev Run. So this is the thing. Exactly, Trom. Exactly. He posts his second clip. It starts going crazy, but people are like, "Oh, I don't know, whatever. If this is true, because why y'all keep saying Russell?"
Yeah.
But you got to understand, the man asked me a question, and this is funny because, you know, with Mel, you got to think about when facts are presented and people can put holes in your story and shit like that. When facts are presented, like, look, this is what happened. He asked a question I wasn't expecting him to ask.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not paying attention to the details that I know it's a true story. I'm not thinking about the name he's asking. I'm not thinking about certain details he's asking. I know it's a true story. So I didn't even consider, because what he said was, so this is what happened, Trom.
Mhm.
Vanessa Simmons jumps into the comments, bro.
Mhm.
Oh,
See this story.
wow.
The daughter, Run's daughter, jumps into the comments and starts calling me a liar. She's like, "You're lying. This didn't happen. First of all of these facts are wrong. There was no trailer, and that's not even my dad's name." Like, people come on the internet and lie. So I see her story. I'm like, ma'am, I know this is shocking for you.
I know
But
this
this
might
my
come
life.
as a shocker.
This is my life we talking about. Like, how you gonna tell me about my life? What are you talking about? And so me and Vanessa Simmons are going back and forth in the comments. And finally, she's just basically like, "Look, your man is talking about like we was jacking you." And I didn't even realize
That he said that.
that he said that because they wasn't even there. What happened was I was working. JoJo walks in, goes to his dad. They come out, they kick me out, and they fire me. They told me Run doesn't want you in the house. That's what they told me that day. A week or so later, one of the cameramen hit me up and was like, "Yo, I found out what happened. He didn't want you around his kids." That story went, we got to remember, 17 years. And once a story gets told from one person to the next person, it changes.
Yeah.
And then it changes. And then it changes. I don't know what kids he was talking about. Was they talking about Dickie? Yeah. He got Angela and Vanessa that's on the show. It turned into he don't want you around his daughters.
Right. That makes sense.
I never made that up. You understand what I'm saying? Why would I care to make that up? So now JoJo jumps in the comments.
Are drinking this drink.
Listen,
All this work here, girl.
listen, God, I got a certain energy for Vanessa. She wasn't there. She's a lady. She had nothing to do with this. I have a completely different energy for JoJo.
That is a little boy.
Not no more. This was 17 years ago. It's a grown-ass man. And I'm like I said, he's like, "Oh, wasn't no fight. Nobody was about to fight me. You wasn't." Bro, what you don't realize is you got me fired and I would still see you places. So you changed my life. I quit making the band to work on this show. So at the end of making the band, let's say you got your B-roll stuff, right? So basically B-roll is the car shots. You're just driving down Fifth Avenue, or the pan up to see a plane, or time lapses, or like, you know, Louis Vuitton, you know, or Gucci, or whatever people were going. You just go and you take shots of these places so that they can, you know, put it into the show. So that's the last 2 weeks of the show before they start packing everything up. And then you're working freelance. If you stay on to them last 2 weeks, after that, you're unemployed. You don't have another job until something opens up. So we heard rumblings of, or whisperings of, Run's House starting up. That's what people do. You switch, you jump onto the next show real quick so that you get another 4 or 5 months of employment, steady employment. And then towards the end of that, if another one comes, you jump on that. That's how you stay employed, right? So I hear Run's House coming. I jump on Run's House. Bro, I got fired the first day. I can't go back to making the band. I'm unemployed. And Trump, I wanted to work there. This is an iconic show.
Right.
For sure.
Just same as making the band. This is an iconic show. This is great for my resume. It's great experience. So you got to imagine when I would see JoJo in the future after you did that, and Trump, you know me, impulsivity. I would think about doing something, but it's not really in my character to be like a thug, like run down on somebody and just start beating you up out of nowhere. It's not my character. You know what I mean? Like we cool ass niggas. We ain't like that. But I thought about it. I thought about it. So when he's asking me the question, when I'm like, yo, I almost beat up. I'm talking about, I'm seeing you and having this feeling that I didn't act on. That's what I'm saying. Mel, you following?
I'm following.
So finally, one of the cameramen that worked on the show come in, you know what I mean, to the comments.
This clip got around. Goddamn. I saw it in the beginning. I didn't see all this extra shit.
I saw most of the extra shit. The extra shit was funny as hell.
One of the cameramen jumps in and he's like, yo, all true, but there's more to the story, right? So me and him get on a call. I'm like, because I hit him on the side. First of all, I start DMing JoJo like, bro, I'm not really with all this internet comment shit. We ain't got to do this. If you want to talk on the side, we could talk. We ain't got to be in the comments going back and forth in the comments. Like, what we doing? We grown ass men. This is some Barb shit. We acting like Barbs right now. I'm not a Barb. This is literally my life. So you want to talk? We could talk. But sending all this in the comments ain't about nothing. He dubs it. But the cameraman, he hits me. He's like, yo, yeah, bro, I remember that. You was downstairs. And first of all, he's like, yo, this happened to a couple people. It wasn't just you, but you said hi to Run. And Run ain't like that you said hi to him. So he fired you. I said,
somebody walk in the room. Damn, that's strict over there.
I said hi to him. First of all, that's one thing, right? That's first of all, like you fired me because I said hi. Cool. But do y'all know me to be a super social person in public?
No.
Nope.
Trump, you know me 30 some years. Do you know me to be a super social person in public?
Not at all.
I'm very reserved, Mel. I'm very reserved. Like what I do on the internet on my show, this is character. I'm very reserved. You're telling me that within 2 hours of being in a spot, I'm going to break the fourth wall and go talk to a legend. I'm going to go, out of my way when I'm trying to prove myself to this new crew. Me?
Yeah.
That don't even make sense, bro. That does not sound like me at all. So when he's telling me, I'm like, yeah, bro, that don't even sound like me, bro. That's not. But apparently that's the story that we're going with. I'm not going to say that the man is lying because I know him. I don't know him to be a liar, but that don't sound Trump. Does that sound like, I'm like, that don't sound like me. I'm a super focused person when I'm at work, Mel. Like, I'm not going to try to find my way to run with the fucking pastor.
Not only does it not sound like you, but why would he want to fire you for saying hello? Unless you just went out of your way, which I know that you didn't do, and it appeared that you were like, starstruck or some shit. Which exactly. I know that you weren't.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it just doesn't add up.
I'm like, bro, I done been around Diddy, Trump. I done traveled the fucking world with reality television. You think I don't know how to move? And I'm gonna be around here for 5 months. We'll probably get a rapport from seeing each other every day. The first 2 hours, I'm gonna break the fourth wall and run. Nah, I don't see that. So that happened. I found it hilarious.
You started
What?
rapping his lyrics and shit.
Jesus.
Who-
He was
what?
like, yo, I got Adidas on, yo. I remember that in 85,
Come on, man. Come on, man. But it's just so funny that this shit came back around, bro. Like 17 years later, he's under my post yelling, "This is cap." Man, fucking
Cap. We said, fuck out of here. That shit ain't never happened.
Before we get into what I want to talk about today, there's a topic that has come up. First of all, did y'all see Memphis Bleak on the Punch Yourself show with Mouse?
I saw clips, but
Just clips.
Mel, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
He was talking about Jay-Z's involvement in the Target deal.
Mhm.
Did you see that? You want me to play it?
You can play it for me. I'm familiar, but you can play it.
See, I gotta find it first. Hold on 1 second. Y'all keep each other busy. Let me go find it.
I did see the My Son clip today.
Hold on a second. Wait.
You said to talk.
It's related.
he said, keep yourself busy, but don't talk about what I'm about to talk about.
Yeah. I'm talking about
you know-
nothing relevant to where I left off at.
Exactly.
That's friend.
That's exactly what I want.
This is the shit that your friend do. These are his expectations. Can we just talk shit about you?
Well,
Yeah.
Mel, can I ask you a question, Mel?
Sure.
What city are you in?
What?
What city are you in?
Oh, LA.
LA. Okay. Is that where you're from originally?
No, my dad was military, so I low-key lived in a lot of places. But I went to Spelman in Atlanta, so Atlanta is where I consider home. My husband is born and raised Atlanta, so Atlanta is home. But I've lived here for 10 years this year.
Oh,
Come on,
that's what's up.
ATL.
Mm-hmm.
You watch Dateline?
Do I watch Dateline?
Yeah.
I do on occasion.
That's all. That's all I know about law and stuff like that.
I historically have watched, like, that's the kind of content I consume as a consumer is Dateline stuff. I just, because I've been doing this stuff, I haven't been able to enjoy a ton of it. I've been featured on a few episodes recently, some of my videos, but I haven't watched it in a long time.
Wait, rewind that. Your videos have been featured on Dateline?
They will like take a couple of my clips and like they've inserted them on a few different episodes.
Wow, that's
That's
amazing.
dope.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So-
Come on, full circle.
I think you're on to something.
Come
here.
You have something going here.
Yeah.
That's
still ain't
nuts. I did find it. I have to add it. Yo. Are you done doing what you're doing?
No.
Because
messed up.
yesterday, I'm so scared. I'm so scared for yesterday right now. Because he off camera. Y'all not paying attention?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
paying
trying.
attention. Is
So
he
what's
still
happening
doing
for the crowd? For the crowd, my stalker showed up to yesterday's house.
it?
And
Why is that funny, Trump?
That's hilarious.
this is 12, 13 minutes before we started recording. So now he's off camera. And like I was like, yo, forget it, bro. She can't get in. Don't worry. Just come on, just record. We ain't got much time. And now he's off camera. His mic is off. And I'm just like, I'm just watching. Like, what is going on? Like, he has to come back on camera.
I'm laughing because I'm like, what is she trying to do by going to yesterday's crib? Like, I'm curious to see how that conversation is gonna go. I'm sorry. Like, is she gonna hold him for ransom until you show up?
Oh my God. Come on, son. Please.
Yo, I am. That's not funny. Why are you laughing? Yo, Trump, we're bad people. Men are bad people.
That's why y'all don't have friends for real.
This is really a thing. We make fun of each other and it's ridiculous.
In serious moments.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too. Should I call him?
I feel like someone should call him.
I'm gonna call him.
Send a note that he's okay.
Oh my God.
But why is she at yesterday? Like, what does yesterday have to do with this?
Can y'all hear
Like,
us?
send the Zelle. Free yesterday.
Please.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's not answering. Okay. All right. Well, I have nothing for this. I have no idea what to do. Let's just continue.
Right.
What else am I supposed to do?
No one is there with him. He's there by himself.
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on over there. Mel, what would you? You're the not a lawyer. What would you do?
You're not a lawyer.
All right, here he is. Look, here he is. Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, bro. She came back. I had to go to police and shit, bro. Because my uncle's in the crib. I already said like it's just not gonna be good. I already said that, so I gotta. I already called them. I'm outside waiting for the mail. She said, bro, she's literally sitting upstairs at the front of my door. I'm outside waiting for the police.
All right. Well, let me know what happens.
All right.
All right. Peace. Be easy. Take it easy.
All
right.
Let me know what happens. What does that mean?
I don't know. What do you want me to do? I don't know. Keep me posted.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Child.
All right. Well,
What?
what do you Mel?
I'm still curious. Like, what does she want from yesterday?
Okay,
Like,
so this is the situation. We had a party. Apparently, from her point of view, she bought a ticket under somebody else's name.
But she know that she's banned.
Notice she's banned, right? She has never presented such ticket. She has never presented any evidence of it. But when she came, she could not get in. For one, this is not your name. Two, you're banned from this party, right?
Right.
So now that night, she's like, I want my refund. And I'm like, I'm not giving you, you don't even have a ticket.
Bro, you don't even go here for real.
So she comes to his party. This was 3 months ago. She goes to his house today. She's like, I want my refund. In 3 months ago. Yeah, that's
Sorry,
great.
y'all. Why the fuck is she calling me?
The stalker?
Bitch, no. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
yeah, the timing would have been perfect.
So, well, I'm like, I mean, what am I supposed to do with this?
When did the stalking of you begin? Is it the 3 months ago? It was before that.
No, way prior than that. Way prior than that. She got kicked out 7-8 months ago of my like Patreon community.
Got it.
For showing up to my house.
Because
right, you showed up to my house. All right, that's it. You know what I mean? That's it.
Okay.
And has been emailing, sending weird things, coming around. My car got messed with. It just been a bunch of nonsense. So I wound up having to go to the police.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where is this going? In the midst of that, she found his information. I don't know how. Went over there. Right? Then she comes to the party under an alias. Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't allowed in. And now here we are 3 months later. She's at his house saying she wants a refund. He doesn't even handle the business. So I don't know exactly what we're doing with this. Like, if you want to, I don't know what she knows. She can't contact me.
Tahoe,
right?
I will say this. I'm not excusing her behavior by any means, but I think you should have given her a refund.
A refund? What? To who? Refund
to the name.
They didn't have a ticket.
I'm just saying, to the alias that purchased the ticket, just refunded directly to that email address.
She didn't present a ticket. I don't even know. I don't even know if she has.
I thought she
She-
purchased the ticket
she
under
did
an
it.
alias.
So this is the thing. That is what I said. I never saw this ticket.
Oh, okay.
She's never presented a ticket. Ever. She never said, hey, this is the person I bought it under with an explanation. Yes, it was an alias, but hey, you wouldn't let me in. At least send me my money back to this person. This, like nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm just supposed to send this random person money?
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Nah, I feel you.
You feel me? Like, of course, now if it goes down that road of I have evidence of a real thing, I'm sending it back to that email. If you're getting it through your friend and your friend showed up or whatever, then hey, fuck it, you got me. But I'm not just sending you some random money.
Props to whoever was working the door and recognized her and had the sense not to let her in. Was her picture on the wall like
It was.
do not enter?
It was.
Do not let this person in?
Damn.
It was.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
She in a no-fly list.
But her luck is not good. Because when she walked in, she's behind somebody else. Guess who walked by?
Who?
Me.
Oh,
Me. Soon as I walk by, I'm like, I can't get in here. And they escort her out.
Wow.
All right, let's get into this damn clip.
Jesus.
This is the Memphis Bleak thing I was talking about. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It is here. And damn Mouse.
Is that this is me. It's not about owing anybody.
No.
I genuinely think that the culture would benefit if Hov spoke to the culture more often. Because there's talking points.
When lies are out here
So
floating
those are two
around.
different. So those are two different conversations.
I know.
Right. So what you're saying and what we
So
are
what, he
aligning
gotta
with.
play Ghostbusters, clean up the ghosts?
No,
No,
just speak to the speak to the
I'll give
things that
clarity.
are-
I'll give
Go ahead.
authentically clarity. I'll give authentic clarity. I wish that there was
nigga's 43
color.
years old.
There was color that was given to the things that Hov does, and I'd be like, bro, we look up to this guy and be like, yo, why not just talk more to us? I'm not blaming
That's
Hov for
good.
nothing.
I don't want him to. If he did, they'll just make up more shit. I'm glad he don't talk to none of these niggas, man. They don't deserve to hear nothing from the God. Like, in my words, fuck these niggas, man.
Shit.
That's why I'm out here.
Shit.
And when you say that, in what regard? Like they
Fuck
don't.
these
No,
niggas
not
whatever
that.
they
Not
want,
that.
in
Not
that
that.
regard.
Not that. Why? When you say they don't deserve to hear from the God, what do you?
They
in
don't
what
deserve,
regard?
man. Y'all all here making up stories and making up
Okay.
your own
But don't-
analogies.
wouldn't that be-
What the
wouldn't that
fuck
be
do he
better
owe
that
you an
you-
explanation for?
Because you are a major figure.
Nah, nigga, he ain't no major figure. He is the figure.
Okay, so
Then that kind of
that's just like if
links to the
if
point.
I'm a president.
Yes.
Yes.
Elon talk, tell
Yes.
me when they come up here and chop it up with y'all. They
No, but
give
they
y'all
still- but
niggas
they-
some
They're not a part of our culture.
But listen, do they give y'all niggas the inside of the new car dropping?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's called a keynote. It's called a keynote. They stand.
You got it last night. There was some keynotes last night. This whole
There
weekend.
was some
You
keynote.
feel
Last
me?
night,
You feel
Pharrell
me?
came out, gave a
There
real
was some
keynote last
keynotes
night. That was
last night,
crazy.
you feel me?
But what I'm saying now, this enters into the only pushback I got when it comes to whole. You can't. We can't always imitate the other side, right? You can't become an oligarch. So if there's something that somebody from the community or from the culture feels like, hey, you've kind of aligned yourself with us, we've supported you, and this thing right here doesn't really make sense in what you say you align, I think you do owe, especially because of
You
your.
don't owe an explanation.
You
bro.
always
Listen.
owe explanation to the people
So
that got
let
you
me
there.
tell you this right now.
Mhm.
Do you feel like you owe anybody explanation
Absolutely.
for anything you do right now?
Absolutely. There's a
Why?
bunch of things in my career that I don't do
But
because
why?
it would be
Why?
It would be
Who put you
disingenuous.
there?
The
Anybody
people that
help
supported
you
me.
get you here?
The people that supported me, especially
You
somebody
know
like
why
me.
they support you? Because they feel like you.
Right.
They don't feel you owe them an explanation. Because they
It's
not
because I
out
haven't-
here apologizing to nobody. Why should you?
That there's a difference because you don't.
So-
The
so-
more, hold
Well,
on.
Bleak, we all disagree with.
I believe that this conversation is about. There was more to that conversation. I'm glad it didn't post, but the Target deal, the NFL deal, the Barney's deal, all of these things are moments where Jay-Z kind of seemingly went against protests that they were doing. Barney's, they were protesting Barney's. I can't really remember what it was. I think there was some racist stuff that happened with Barney's. And Jay-Z went in and made a deal with Barney's amidst that protest. The NFL boycott. Of course, y'all know the thing with Kaepernick. Jay-Z winds up going in and making a deal with the NFL to end that boycott. And now in the midst of the Target boycott, Jay-Z goes in and has a limited edition album for his 30th anniversary. And so there are questions that people are having about, you know, his moves. What do y'all think? Mel, what do you think? Do you even like debate these things? I know you have your own podcast. What do you think about this stuff?
What I think I typically, this is why my content is always so long. I need to read not the NFL. I don't really rock with that. So his decision for that is not aligned with something I believe or would do. Obviously, I think the community is not supporting Target, and we are choosing to, not have our money spent there, which I am in support of. But personally speaking, because I want to read actually the Target issue. I know there's been a lot of commentary about it, but just who I am, I need to read it myself so that I understand why I am in protest of it. But I am not a person that would ever, if collectively we as a community are standing 10 toes on something, I'm Black, so I'm just in support of it. Yes, what they said. But personally, if I am verbally or publicly making some kind of statement, I first need to read up on it before I, take a clear position. But I will be like what they said, yes, let's go. Just in support of the community.
Trom, what do you feel about this?
I hate to be like this, but I kind of see both sides. I feel like nobody is above reproach. And, I get Bleak saying, yo, that's the God. We all have a high reverence for Jigga, but nobody's above reproach. You know what I mean? So there are certain things that if you're a representative of the community and the community is the one that supported you all these years to get where you are, and you go against seemingly or allegedly things that the community is doing, we have a right to question it and want to hear some commentary on it. I do agree that Bleak, that he should not, Jay-Z doesn't need to talk about everything. He doesn't need to respond to everybody and everything. I like the fact that he's not on social media and he doesn't engage. But even Jay knows that he has to respond, as he did on his Roots Picnic freestyle, as he did on the freestyle at Yankee Stadium. So he kind of went against Bleak's point right there. He responded because he felt the need. At some point, yeah, sometimes things need to be said. I'm sure he's at least a little bit concerned about his reputation and not being seemingly hypocritical. So, I think that kind of went against Bleak's point. What he has spoken a couple of times, just not often. He don't need to be on social media,
I think everybody has a Finsta.
Has a what?
He definitely has a Finsta.
A Finsta.
He definitely has a Finsta because, for one, he spoke to Mouse. He brought up Mouse in conversation and what Mouse is doing in conversation. How would he know? You know what I'm saying? Come on. There's almost no way for you to actively be anywhere right now and not have social media. You're going to be tapped in. That's just how I feel. If you're being aligned with the culture, you have to have that data, and that's where it's coming from. Dodge, what do you think about this clip?
I can understand where Bleak is coming from, and I think I can understand where Bleak is coming from in the sense that I don't owe everybody an explanation for everything that I do or every reason why I do something. I understand you're a celebrity. I understand that you're of the culture. I understand that the culture supports you. But like I said a couple of weeks ago, the culture is not even fully aligned on where we are, what we want to do, who we're boycotting, who we're not boycotting. And I still call hypocrisy because Jay-Z is not the only artist that had this limited deal with Target to release their vinyls. We also said that J. Cole did it for his last drop. We also said that Kendrick Lamar did it for his last drop. So I don't like the picking and choosing. So if we're that upset about it, and when I say we, I use it very lightly. If people are that upset about it, y'all have to keep the same energy, and y'all should be talking about the big three as a whole and not just one person. We choose who can skate under the radar and do certain things that we say are not ethical, but you have to hold that for everybody. This is the reason why it's hard for us to all get on one accord, because people like to pick and choose. This person does it, but this person doesn't do it. Like, we have to like center the facts and hold the bar. The bar is in hell. It can't move. It can't fluctuate. And that's the only reason why, like I said in the beginning, I didn't have a big visceral reaction to the whole Target situation. The NFL was a different situation. I could understand that a little bit more, actually a lot bit more. And we still don't know the intricacies of that either, because he does not speak to us. And I think that that is better for him and Beyonce. I think the both of them should never fucking talk to us at all, because all people are going to do is pick apart everything that you're going to say anyways. Don't talk to these niggas. I don't even like talking to these niggas. We could put out a whole clip tomorrow and people will take one part of the clip and forget the whole context, don't listen to it, don't care, and they have all of these reactions in the moment. But I feel like when I was 5, nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. People, they not even smart enough to talk to, for real. What are we talking about?
Listen, for one, I just want to make sure that we understand. Kendrick Lamar's limited release came out before the Target boycott. I believe it came out in January, and the Target boycott started, I want to say, March.
Did he pull it, or did it stay then?
That's all I know. I know, we don't have any more data of them doing anything, which I'm not even sure is possible. I'm not sure what these Target deals come from. Like, I have no idea. Like Mel said, there needs to be some research into what this is happening with all of this, because this might be a whole deal through Universal or some other shit that is just already in place with the way you getting paid out for your projects and spin origin. I don't know. Mel, you mentioned the NFL, and you mentioned not messing with that decision that he made. I do have something I'd like to add, which is what Tron was talking about earlier, and I think that this is very, very interesting.
About the Kaepernick slander that they give Jay with dealing with the NFL.
Let me give you my perspective from the inside. When the whole Kaepernick thing first started, my organization was one of the first organizations to protest with Kaepernick. We went to the NFL, had a big protest outside the NFL downtown.
The headquarters. We was
at the headquarters. Like we spearheaded all of that. We was on emails with Kaepernick. Like, I was frontline. I'm with Cap t-shirts. We trying to boycott this and that. I see Jay come in. He got the Kaepernick jersey. He front and center with it. One day, Kaepernick stopped answering niggas' phone calls. We planned the next action. We on the email. They like, yo, Kaepernick is not answering nobody's emails. He done left the group chats.
Damn.
I'm telling you this for a fact. So I'm like, what you mean he left it? Like, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And this happened for weeks. So I'm like, what you mean he left the group chat? They like, nah, he just went silent on us. And then next thing you know, we seen Kaepernick has a settlement. He got a settlement. They say he signed the NDA. And I'm like, he didn't tell us. He didn't. So you saying that we did all of this shit? That niggas sacrificed and beefing with other niggas, and we doing all this shit, and a nigga we sacrificed for just disappeared from the movement and didn't even notify us and say, yo, look, and he should have took a settlement because they owed him his money.
That's right.
But he owed us, the people that sacrificed with him, the right and just the heads up to say this is what we doing. I dare nigga to tell me I'm lying, and that shit hurt me because I'm a cat, and I still love what he does to this day, bro. He got the I know your rights, and I'm not saying anything against what he sacrificed. Even he just paid for the young boys autopsy, all these things. I love what he does, but I just don't like this narrative that niggas did dirty by him when he literally left. And if that's what you wanted to do, I'm just saying I would have never did that.
That's right.
I also want to add, like, even within that, because I do remember that very vividly, but then I also remember even after the whole I stand with Cap shit, he was still working out, trying to get on teams. I remember that vividly as well. So once again, who and what are we mad at? What are we doing? How are we sitting here standing with you and we like, yeah, you know, fight the right, whatever, but you still trying to get on a team. You still working out for teams. You still like trying to be somebody's quarterback. And this is after Jay-Z and after all of that. So again, like, I can't stand up and be ready with my pitchfork and my lynching rope every time Black people get on the internet and say that we upset about something, because I have to see it stick, and nobody is seeing these things through, and everybody is talking with feelings and they're not talking from facts. Like you said, Mel, half these people can't read in this country. We know that. So they're not about to read through a whole situation, and they're also not going to be able to comprehend and bridge the gap and put the pieces together, and like, this came first, this came second, so why are we here? Because once you start asking questions, then you automatically a coon and you a sheep and you a jigaboo and all of these things. So I like to mind my business and shut up. My mother-in-law works at Target. She just got me a printer for $33. Go fight your mother. I don't know what to tell y'all. I just got a brand new printer with 3 months worth of ink for $33. Live y'all life.
Well, Dodge, from my point of view, Cap working out for teams was never an issue. It wasn't a problem because he was always clear that he wanted to still play football, and he was.
So why is we boycotting for the man that still wants to be a part of the system?
I'm explaining that to you. We're boycotting because he kneeled, which created an issue with ownership, and no owner wanted him on the team. So the issue was that he wanted to play and was not getting a fair. He was basically blackballed from the NFL, and it was collusion against him. So him wanting to play is a big part of why this was a big deal, because he wanted to play and was blackballed. So that's why we boycotted, because he was blackballed from playing. So him wanting to play is a core part of the issue.
Listen, I'm gonna mind my business. I didn't fuck with the NFL for a very long time, and I don't know if it was because of Cap per se, or just because like Trump racist, like it was just getting real red and real crazy out here, and I wasn't fucking with none of it. So I'm okay with the NFL boycotts as it stands for everybody and how they felt about it. I'm with y'all. Cool. I don't gotta watch that shit. I don't care. That's it.
I do want to say this as far as we talking about, and I'm ready. We're going to get into the main focal point of what we're doing today in a second. But how much do y'all really know about what Jay has done through the Barneys, through the NFL deal? These things that he's done that people have problems with. Have y'all ever done the research on it?
Absolutely not.
No.
I'm not familiar with the Barneys deal. I've done some light research on the NFL deal, which I support. And that clip that you just played made me even support it even more. It makes all the more sense of the timing of what happened.
Cap just stopped talking to niggas. Like,
I recognize, to the point that I think you're about to make, Tahoe, I recognize that I don't know. And so most times I don't engage in a debate, because I also am a fan of Jay and Beyonce and believe that morally they are doing things that they have considered and are, you know what I'm saying, navigating the way that they feel is best. believe that about most people, not everybody. And so and recognizing my ignorance, I don't know what's going on in y'all house. I don't know what I don't know. And so it always does feel unfair to assign and assert opinions on something that I am sure there are details that we the community don't know about, but yet have the strongest opinions. But anyway.
So I guess he did a holiday collaboration with Barney after they were accused of racially profiling Black customers. Barney's agreed to donate 100% of all proceeds to the Sean Carter Foundation, which sends money to socioeconomic scholarship funds, which sends kids to college. This is things that have been going on for years through the Sean Carter Foundation. He also got a leadership role in there was a council to review and revise the store's anti-profiling procedures. This is so, it's funny that Jay has this line in his thing called "Pay us what you owe us for all the years that you owed us."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's actively now. This is my GOAT. It's a person I believed in a long time. So yes, I want to give people a benefit. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I do, right? So when I see this, I believe in it. I'm not asking anybody else to believe in it. I'm asking you to do research. Y'all, we know in social media, I personally want to hear a lot less from our celebrities. It's like it continuously, we get too close to them and it ruins it. I'm continuously bothered by my celebrities' thoughts. I don't need you. Go act, go play basketball, go sing. Like just do that and shut the hell up and do your job.
Do your job.
Dick sucking you like Cardi. Like I don't want to know about your baby fathers. I don't want to know none of this. Well, Cardi is probably the one that I do like on the internet, to be honest.
Her and Rihanna.
Started. We love
that's the Barney deal.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the let me see if I can get this real quick. Jay-Z NFL deal. Right? Quick Google search.
It'd be so quick to figure out a little bit of information, child.
Right? He has not only gotten the Super Bowl deal for Black and brown artists so much that the president of the United States and leading MAGA communities have been like incensed by the Bad Bunny concert, incensed by the Kendrick Lamar concert, blackety black at the biggest
like televised
show on national television, the biggest televised show on national television, right? You have the president, you have the MAGA communities incensed by it. We got to talk about impact. Let's talk about the money. Beyond the entertainment deal, the deal requires Roc Nation to consult and amplify the NFL's Inspire Change social justice campaign. The initiative has allocated hundreds of millions of dollars to grants focused on education, economic advancement, and police community relations. Not millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Pay us what you owe us for all the years that you hold us means something to me. What are we boycotting for if we can't get something out of it? We have a thought leader going over there and saying, yo, we're going to tax y'all for this. We're going to tax y'all for this behavior. We're mad at that? Hello? Anybody? Anybody? Any of the haters in the comments? Have you ever done any of the research? Y'all talking about if he says something, y'all gonna argue. I remember he sat with Roger Goodell, right? Roger Goodell. Nigga, they tore that interview apart. They used everything he said against him. Everything he said. Why did you don't think the people would learn from bad experience? You ever touch a hot stove?
So Tahoe,
what?
I agree with you 1,000%. I do have just for the sake of conversation, I got a little pushback because his freestyle that he gave at Yankee Stadium, I didn't like his approach.
Me neither.
I thought he was being deflective, and this is coming from somebody that is deflective and defensive, so I know what it looks like, right? So I was like, I didn't like the way. So, you know, it's okay to have people that we hold in high regard, but still critique them when necessary, you know?
I thought that it was, you know, it's funny that you say that. I don't know if I downloaded this shit, but my son actually did a freestyle towards Hove about his freestyle. Yeah, about his freestyle. He freestyled back about his freestyle. And I might play it real quick if I can get it to download, which it looks like I will. All right, let's play this real quick. I'm so glad this is working today. All right, here it goes. Let's see if it works. See, I hate when I speak too fast. This is my son, the person I was just talking to Bleak.
Letter to Hove. Now, first, let me start by saying that ain't nobody better than Hove. You set a bar for bar as well. You and Nas, but as far as world impact in rap, you did that. You went from a kid that pitched crack and spit facts to a rich black mogul. In fact, your global impact should be studied. Cause shit, we studied Reasonable Doubt. And the way you was weaving in and out of those beats and speaking about those streets, how we was trying to eat, moving work, doing dirt without no cleats was masterful. That's why 30 years later, those masterpieces are so classical. And the stature you've acquired deserves to be admired because you inspired a generation. You showed us that dedication could lead to elevation from a project boy that sold illegal medication to Hove, the cultural leader of a nation. And you gave the streets education and a revelation that escaping death and incarceration was more than a possibility. You embraced the responsibility of breaking down doors and invading corporate America, using punchlines and similes to break it down for us. You did exactly what you told us. You made them pay for what they did to the Cold Crush. That was so tough. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. Now everywhere you turn, they trying to tear you down. You either Illuminati or being sued by somebody or somebody talking about you while they being interviewed by somebody. Lucky you. Like you described in Lucky Me, but you still navigate through it like a fucking G and they act like they don't fucking see how you've been standing up for blacks. Silently, standing in the gaps from Trayvon and Cap. And I know what really happened with that, but we ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the facts on how you've been fighting for blacks for real. Bringing niggas back home from jail and silently funding the movement and fitting the bill and still taking the shots from your own. At the top of the throne, you all alone, but it don't make you immune from the pain. When the same culture you fought with the vultures for is trying to ruin your name, that shit gotta hurt. I know because it hurts me. It hurts to see, but it also hurts to be the subject of such slander. When you frontlining for your people and these suckers talk about you in such a manner, that shit be mind-blowing. You try not bothering even responding. But you a man with pride, so you decide to bust back like, fuck that. And I love that, but this time you shot your own allies, ho. Because we was the ones boycotting. We had our people avoiding shopping at Target. They lost billions pleading with us to put them back on the market. Sure, Meta and Google was guilty too, but history and strategy told us that Target was our target. So we focused. Oh, we showed them what you showed us. How to move in a room full of vultures. Pay us what you owe us for all the years that you hold us. We made Target take notice. We not your token niggas. Nah, we not no side chick slide shit. You gotta fuck with us out in the open, nigga. We showed them black power. We showed them that our black dollar fuels this economy. So see, when you dismiss boycotting as picking and choosing and politicking as usual, you took a shot at me. When I know you proud of me, you gotta be. Cause I followed the blueprint. So I know you meant to silence the haters, but they use it to discredit our movement and divide and deflate us. But nah, they can't play us cause we smarter than that. That divide and conquer shit ain't gonna work over here. Y'all gotta come harder than that. Pause. So y'all can relax cause there's nothing to see here. Just a black man showing love to his brother. And let's be clear, even in disagreement, it's still love and respect. Because it's black equity, black power, black love to the death. Peace, ho.
Okay, my son.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I just put 3 Ritz crackers in my mouth. I thought I had enough time.
Get this nigga some water, B. Get this nigga something to drink. Get him something to drink. Hold up. Get him right. Get him right.
He got water next to him. This nigga is.
Yeah, get you some water, B. That shit like
a
cement.
dog
No, we'll
stuck.
take it from here.
That nigga got mad cement in his chest right now. Yo, that shit caked up like a motherfucker. I know. Yeah, get right. Get right.
Yeah. Get some water.
All right,
Yeah.
Sean, get started. Get started. Look, he's struggling.
I want to start by saying welcome back yesterday. We thought we lost you, man.
Well, we was here a little stressed for you, friend.
Yo,
I seen that camera go off, and you was gone for a minute. I said, "Oh no!"
I was like, "Oh man."
Oh no! She probably outside my crib now.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna pay attention to that.
She's probably on her way to my crib.
But yes, I agree with my son. And the reason why I agree with my son is I felt that when he said he was taking the offensive, I didn't expect him to take the offensive against people that would question his moves that just don't understand. Like, bro, we don't, with the NFL deal and the Barney's deal, your moves were questioned, but you were actually doing something to help us. There were motives there that weren't selfish. What you did with the Target deal just didn't, from the wandering eye, just didn't seem like necessary. You could have been the first to do Best Buy. You could have been the first to, I don't know, do some other shit. You could have put it on Amazon and been the first one to have an exclusive Amazon release of your thing, and it just ships to your crib. Obviously, Amazon is still on the thing, but it's. I just didn't understand why you needed to go straight to where we were actively boycotting, or there was a question of a boycott. Why would you need to do that? And you shot at me. You shot us right out the sky with that freestyle. I didn't understand it. So that is what it is. That's how I felt. Yesterday you heard the freestyle. What'd you think?
Yeah. I think, like I said before, I think it has to be space for both conversations to be had. And I think sometimes that's where we be getting lost at, right? So I think the side where people, I don't want to say question holds motives, but like you said, certain things that may just look away, I think there has to be space for those conversations. And I think the people that bring that up should have the platform and shouldn't be shunned for like saying it, right? It shouldn't be like, yo, just shut up and watch me type shit. It's like, nah, nigga, we all a part of the movement. So you got to bring people along, you know what I'm saying, with the information as well. And on the other side of it, I agree with you, Tahoe. I do think that the Target move in particular is very peculiar. There was many different ways you could have went with that. And I do think that if you do make a misstep, because we support you so much as the culture, we should be able to hold you accountable, right? Because it's not like we're trying to throw you away. Like my son said, like you're like our OG, right? So we should be able to speak to our OG in a way that should be conducive, right, for everybody. It can't just be on some shit like, yo, y'all gotta just shut up and watch me type shit. Like, that don't really feel good, I think. So like I said, I think there's cases on both sides.
Speaking about cases, we have Melanie here, and she wasn't expecting to sit with us with these conversations, right? She has a whole show for us planned. Believe it or not, Melanie has a whole show for us planned today. And I'd like to get that started. Are y'all excited?
Let's do it.
Yes.
I finished my work, so I'm ready. Let's go.
Good.
Yo, Dodge,
I'm
your
here
background is frying the shit out of me, Dodge. That background, what is that?
I hate niggas.
Austin Powers.
Okay.
Before we get started, I just want to let anybody that is out there listening to this show right now know I am going to end this right now for part 1, and we're going to start part 2 with I'm Not a Lawyer, but with Melanie from ATL, who actually has a show August 2nd.
I do.
In Atlanta,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
And she's going to be presenting her show. Tell us about the show that you're having in Atlanta.
It is a interactive live trial show. So basically I'm presenting a case to a live audience. The interaction is that they get to decide, there's some suspects, so they get to decide who of the suspects should be charged with the crime and go to trial. I'll then have a trial, and at the end they will vote on if the defendant is guilty or not. And then at the very, very end, I have a reveal where I show them if they were right or wrong. So it should be a really, really good time, August 2nd in Atlanta.
How do they find tickets to that?
Yes, they can go to dadsgarage.com. You can go to their calendar. You'll see me there. You can go to their shows, see me there, events, any of the tabs on their page. You'll be able to see. The show is called You Be the Judge. I'm Not a Lawyer, but presents You Be the Judge.
And I will be at that show.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I just made up my mind just now. Save me a ticket.
I will have one for you.
And I will be at that show because I love your brand so much, and I cannot wait to see it. Please come on, show up, support.
Man, this is so sticky.
That sounds so far.
Yeah, I am a stan, and it is what it is. I'm not a lawyer, but and Waffle House. I'm coming to your work. You guys already know. Show back up because she's gonna do somewhat of a rendition of that here with us today on several cases. I can't wait to figure out. She sent me the case. I did not read them. So, because y'all know I don't read. So I'm going to give Melanie the mic, the host mic, and she's going to take us through there when we come back. So shameless.
Where we going, twin?
Right, Melanie. I put you in the middle on my screen. I don't know if it moved on yours.
Yep.
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's so fire. Wait, so I could put any of y'all where I want y'all. Pause. Welcome back to So Shameless. We are here with Melanie from I'm Not a Lawyer, but if you have no idea about this brand, please go type that in on your Instagram and just press follow. If you like, come on, bro. We do enough of the men versus women, this, that, you know. I'm sure you have your cat pages. You guys have your whatever other pages. You got spiritual work. Please follow I'm Not a Lawyer, but I'm telling you the content is really, really, really good. And Mel, take it away. Show us what you got.
All right. I've never done it before, so y'all gonna be my test before my show. But basically, and it kind of went to the last kind of part of the show where we're talking about headlines versus like reading and learning more information. So that's kind of, I'm giving you a little intro, but that's kind of the point of my content is to take you a little deeper. Uh-oh. Did you do something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he isolated
I got
you.
big. I can't see anymore. So the point is to take you deeper into a headline or the headline of a case. So for example, and I just want to so you kind of understand, have you guys been following or hearing about the Uncle Nearest situation?
A little bit.
Okay.
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay. Wait, I can only see myself. Okay, thank you. I was like, I can only see me.
Yeah, stress her out. She was stressed. She was like, wait.
I need to see y'all. Okay, so basically, Uncle Nearest, the CEO basically of Uncle Nearest is a woman named Fawn Weaver and her husband, Keith Weaver. What has happened is they were sued by a lender. They got $100 million basically from this lender and we're not paying the money back. So the lender sued them to put a receiver in place to have something. Basically, the lender was like, somebody needs to go handle their money because they're not paying us and something is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so the internet, right, starts giving opinions about this Black brand run into the ground by this Black woman. You see what happens. She's a scammer, blah, blah, blah. Right. And so that has been months of that conversation. Last week, I followed that case. And so I read a motion. The receiver has now sued the lender So the person who
What?
Yes, the receiver has on behalf of Nearest.
I think I did see you do this video, and I was shocked. Go ahead. I know who you are. God damn it!
Hilarious. Yeah. So I made this video that has like gone viral because it was behind the headlines. What you learn is that number one, there was a CFO that was a part of Uncle Nearest, and this CFO is the one who really took the money. The CFO, the Uncle Nearest had originally only borrowed like $35 million. The CFO, behind Fawn's back, had increased the loan from $35 million to $76 million. And he's not only increasing it, he is then withdrawing. He's taking the money, right?
And then you say they was lying about the barrels or something like that. I did
Wait,
watch that.
Shut your black ass.
Fuck you.
So in addition to increasing the loan, what would happen is Fawn would sign off on vendors being paid. You got, the bottle people, whoever. She's signing off on these people being paid. This CFO would go back after she signed off. He found some kind of loophole. He would go back into the system, change who the payee, who was being paid, and change the amount. So he's then getting all this money. On top of that, she has shares. She basically was like, I don't really want a salary. I want my stuff in shares. He starts changing her shares over to him. He reassigns them to himself, right? This happens over years. And she has no idea. Okay.
Oh, no.
No idea. And because the problem the lender has is the lender allowed him to increase this loan from 35 to 76. They never call her. They never require her signature. It's the only person who is signing off is this CFO. So the receiver has now sued the lender because he's basically like, you made your own situation. You contributed to your harm. Why wouldn't you call her? Why wouldn't you require two people at least to sign off on increasing a loan by millions of dollars? That you hurt yourself. So he has sued. I say all that to say the narrative for this whole time has been this Black woman ran this company into the ground. When you look a little further, you learn actually there's a little more to this story. So that is kind of the premise of the kind of game we'll play, if you will.
Okay. Yo, that is nuts. Look, Dodge, I told you was going to be excited. Look,
let's go.
I knew this was your bag.
I'm smart. Let's go.
The CFO was black?
Huh?
The CFO was black?
No, his name is Michael Senzaki. So you can do with that information what you will. I have Googled him. Nigerian? I haven't confirmed that the picture I found on Google, I haven't confirmed it's actually him. But when you Google him, the picture looks like he is of Asian descent. They've also said what he did with the money. He bought a house in Vegas. He has a huge gambling problem apparently, and he bought some cars. So he was doing what he wanted to with this money. I suspect there'll probably be some kind of criminal charges at some point, but we're not.
Lock him up.
Lock him up.
Hold on, let me get my note. I'm gonna get my handy dandy notebook. I'm ready. I already know what time we on.
Okay, so I want to start with. I'm looking at all these cases. Which one should I start with first? Let's start with
a murder.
Well, follow me. Let's start with getting you guys' opinions on what do you think about chasing someone who has committed a crime against you. Let's say somebody robs you. Let's say somebody breaks into your house. Where do you generally stand on chasing them if they've stolen from you?
Chasing them where?
Wrong or not wrong?
I'm chasing them. There's no way I'm not chasing them. If I see them, if I see them, we're like, how do I just let you go?
Okay.
And I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I'm personally trying to get it back, if I'm calling the police, like, yo, I'm chasing this person, but you're not just going. Yeah, okay. I'm chasing you.
So I have chased somebody and I called Tahoe. Well, actually, my fiance called Tahoe, like, could you go get this nigga? He's wilding. And Tahoe met me around the corner. and I don't even know what he stole, but I just know he stole something like an Amazon package, and
I remember that.
pissed. I was so heated just because of the violation. It doesn't even matter what the dollar amount was. So I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but yeah, I'm running after niggas.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I'm running after. Yeah, I'm running after Bad Knee and all. I'm running after you. That's
Okay.
a fact.
I'm gonna run after them for a period of time, but what I'm really gonna look for is something to throw to slow them down. So I'm running, and like if I find a brick, I'm launching that shit. Like, and if I catch you,
That's good. That's a good
silent
stuff.
library.
That's gonna do more than slow him down, dog.
Yeah.
And what do you think about chasing them with a firearm? You have a firearm. You believe they have a firearm. Is it still a good idea? Would you still chase when firearms are in play?
I'm not chasing nobody with no gun. I don't know why. Like in my brain, like running with a gun just sounds stupid. Like
But yeah, and also too, I feel like if I have a gun and the person has a gun in there in front of me, and if I'm running like this, they could just turn back at any time and just shoot shit out of me. Like, how would I know? Like, what I'm gonna do? Like how I'm gonna?
you can't even stop fast enough. Like,
Yeah, I'm not in a good space at that point. So if you got a gun, I'm not running after you.
Okay.
I'm
At that
aim for
point-
your leg, and if I miss, then I'm just gonna have to take the L.
Yeah. At that point, I need to figure out what it is I'm running after. Did you steal a bag of money, like $100 million? Like, you got a gun, I got a gun. I might run after you for the 100 million. But if it's just something trivial, I'm not chasing nobody to engage in a potential gunfight with you. Like, you know what I mean? For something trivial.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry to say, y'all are all. I'm on the opposite end. For one, we've already heard about this play out with this case in whatever with the kid that was shot.
Right.
Yes, and that was over the bottle of water. So when you're talking about the principle versus the $100 million,
Yeah.
we've already seen this play out, right? We've also seen how the person in front actually doesn't have the advantage versus the person behind you. Yesterday, I disagree with that. The person behind you has the advantage. The person chasing has the advantage because if you're running, you don't even have to turn around and get a good thing and point and focus before I could just stop and up it.
Yeah.
You don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that as far as what Trauma's saying, if you got one and I got one and you got something to mine, your adrenaline takes over, bro. And especially if it's a legal weapon, right? A lot of times your illegal weapon you use for self-defense. Well, I don't want to die. I'd rather go to jail for 3.5 to 4 years than die.
Yeah.
So you're going to use your illegal weapon in that manner. But it's kind of stupid to use it in an aggressive, offensive play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going with it. If it's a legal weapon, most likely I'm chasing you down. And if you got my shit, depending on what state I'm in, I might up it. And that's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to go for because see, this is my thing, right? I don't want to kill anybody, but I would like to hurt somebody to the point that when they continue to live, they have to remember, like if you walk around for the rest of your life with a limp, you're gonna remember, like, yeah, that bitch shot me because I stole something from. Like, you gotta explain that, like, yo, why you got a limp? I stole something from somebody and she shot. You understand? But I don't want you to die. I want you to have a story to tell. You understand?
Yeah. Well, I want to tell you guys there's some nuances with the story, but I'm just going to tell you about a story. And before I even get there, I want to say many states, even some stand your ground states, if the threat has left, you are not supposed to chase, right? Yeah. So legally you get into a little gray area. And for some states, not all of them, but for some of them, even for stand your ground, it becomes a little gray. However, Texas has a law where if you, and actually I just want to say it right, it's a protection of one's own property. So even if somebody robs you and they are leaving in Texas, they allow you to chase, but it has to be immediate pursuit. I want to say it right. You have to do it immediately. Like they can't steal from you and then I see you in a week and I'm trying to kill you. If it's immediate after they have robbed you, if you believe that I can chase this person in order to retrieve my things back, you legally can in Texas. Not everywhere, in Texas. So what happens with this case? This man, it's Valentine's Day. This man and his wife are headed to Valentine's dinner in the evening. They pull up at an ATM. And she's driving, while they are there, a man comes in, face covered, comes to the window. Literally, it's video. She is getting her ATM card. A man pulls up in the window with a gun. Give me your stuff. The woman gives her purse. The man, who is the robber, runs. Husband, passenger side, gets out of the car. He starts trying to chase the robber. The robber, it takes off, right? Again, it's dark. All of a sudden, the robber gets out of sight and a black truck comes down the street. Husband assumes this car is the getaway car. So he takes his weapon and begins shooting at this vehicle.
Dummy.
The vehicle is not the getaway car.
Of course it's not the getaway car.
The vehicle is a family who is also headed to dinner. So husband accidentally shoots and kills a 9-year-old little girl who was in the car.
That's why you shouldn't be chasing nobody.
Because he thought it was the getaway car. He not only shoots one time, the car is driving down the street. This father, right, who is taking his family to dinner. Husband is shooting as he goes to unloading.
He thought he was motherfucking Tom Cruise. Just bop, bop, bop.
Turns out he kills a 9-year-old little girl. And so this case goes to trial because his defense is protection of one's own property. I am allowed legally to, in pursuit of my things, I'm allowed to shoot. The prosecutors are like, responsibly though, right? It's dark. You can't see, you lose sight of your target. You've gone from legal grounds to now making an assumption and now somebody's dead. So it was very interesting. And he was very apologetic. He is crying on the stand because he didn't wake up that day. And think about this. I was headed to dinner. The robber came to me. This wouldn't even happen had I not been robbed.
Right.
He makes his argument. The jury ends up convicting him.
Of course.
And he gets, I want to say 25 years.
Oh my God. That's not right.
Yeah, he ends up getting like 25 years.
He shouldn't have gone to jail.
And so the question is, now that we've had the conversation beforehand, what are your thoughts?
He shouldn't have gone to jail.
Shouldn't have went to jail.
Well, he should have.
That was my kid, bitch. You should have went to jail.
No, somebody has to go down for that.
He should have went to jail for negligent homicide for sure. Negligent homicide for sure. But it's kind of like, for one, even if you think this robber is in that car could be a weapon. Mm-hmm. That car could have drove right into you, could have hit you. Like you're literally in moments like that. We got to think about intent. You got to think about impact. You got to think about what just happened. What your reaction is, what's the reasonable idea of you being able to make split-second decisions that if you take it to trial, it just makes common sense. Mm-hmm. Like, my nigga, this nigga ran that way. Next thing you know, it's a car speeding towards me. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I let it go. I made a fucking mistake. Obviously, I'm wrong and I should do time, but 30 years?
That's
30 years?
That's the part I agree with. Maybe not 25, because again, I don't think, because again, if somebody actually killed somebody, what's the penalty for that? Is it 25? Is it the same thing?
Yeah, you got a regular sentence.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like if to kill somebody purposefully is 25, that at 10, 15, maybe, I feel like those two things being on the same level or the same time period is like.
Well, let me give you more info. First of all, I just double checked it. Let me give you more info, but it's 20 years. So he got 20 years, not 25. Let me correct that. Okay. So two additional things to consider. Okay. Follow me. Texas is a state that one of the only states, it's not many, that allows you to choose for your jury to sentence you. Most times, right? You know, if you go to trial, the jurors determine guilt or innocence, but a judge is the one who determines your sentence. In Texas, you can say, Judge, I don't want you to, I want them to. Tony Earls, that's his name, chose for the jury to. So they decided the 20 years. Okay. But let me tell you one more thing. During a sentencing phase, more information about the defendant gets to come out. Okay. And so
he a dickhead.
Huh?
He a dickhead, ain't he?
What happens during the sentencing is after he kills this little girl mistakenly, right? He is caught on camera shortly after in a gas station in a physical altercation with his actual son, which was very bizarre, but like they're fighting each other. He pulls out a gun in the gas station.
Oh my God.
At his son. So the jurors get this information before they sentence him. And I will say, just personally, as I was watching, I was heartbroken because you feel so bad for this man. And then you're like, you ain't even learned your lesson. You stupid. you. And so I actually think he could have got, my belief is he would have gotten less time. But when you see this shortly after you just killed a 9-year-old, you're not responsible with a gun, is what you feel. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's more information that could, I believe, contributed to that 20 years.
You know what's so funny? Even adding that already taught, like, it's something about this story already said to me that he lacked emotional regulation. Like, because again, you're in the heat of the moment. I understand you're trying to protect your woman. You do your thing. Even if the car is coming at you, you shoot at it one time. Once that shit pass you, there's no reason for you to turn around and keep dumping at it. That alone gives you 20. If you would have just been like, I'm in the way. Oh, there's a car. Bop, bop. 2. It drove past you. It didn't stop. It wasn't trying to get you. Nobody shot back at you. You're just going to have to take that L. And I tried. I went after it. I tried. I shot at niggas. I don't got your bag, shorty. Like, let's call all the companies and let's do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Unloading the clip at the car that passed you and nobody is shooting back, your emotional regulation is off. You even in heightened situations as an adult, you still have to emotionally regulate. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But do you have to do it? Absolutely. He owe that. Yeah, he got to pay you.
I gotta ask Tron. You got something good?
Well, I was gonna say, do I still have feedback?
No.
Oh no, you don't.
Yeah, I was just going to piggyback off of what Daj said, that I believe that he's emotionally unstable and he does deserve the time, because at the point he's shooting at a moving vehicle, I don't think his intent is necessary to get the purse back anymore. Now it's like revenge. So now, again, to Daj's point, you're somebody with a loaded weapon that is not emotionally regulated. It's not about revenge. At that point, it's not about self-defense. And I don't know how much it's about even getting the property back, because in order to get the property back, the vehicle has to stop. It means you have to shoot the driver or something to that effect. Yeah. Where John Wick or something, and the shit flips over 15 times and you stop the car. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, once he gets in the car, like, come on, man. You don't even know if he's in the car. You don't know who's driving. Yeah, it's a mess.
I
hate a reckless shooter. You got to be intentional when you shoot in that.
I gotta ask a question. For one, I think I'm wrong, or because bro, you can't just kill a 9-year-old just over a purse. You can't just. I was thinking about it, and I don't really know what you could kill a 9-year-old over by mistake, and you don't deserve to have to pay for the 9-year-old's life. Like I think that I'm thinking like in some type of weird ass world, but it's like, bro, you shot at a fucking car and killed an innocent person. Like, what, a 9-year-old is gonna be innocent regardless, but some innocent family, and you just shoot and be like, oh, my bad, I thought you were somebody else. What? You can't do that, right? But here I have a question for all of y'all. Mel and Melanie, I'd like for you to answer this question first. Say he does all of this, and they find the robber. can the robber now be charged with murder
The
or
yeah.
with some sort of, you know what I mean?
He could have.
Mhm.
They've never found him, but he could have.
Yeah.
He could be charged with that?
Yeah, because it's a series of events. You started this. You're the catalyst. This would have never happened if you never did it. And all of that shit can get dumped right on. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And the first thing that you did was a crime, which was the taking the stuff. So automatic, you starting bad.
And you can go to jail for murder because somebody shot at you and shot somebody else?
If you commit a crime and your crime leads to somebody dying, yeah, you're on the hook for that.
It's not going to be the same charge, but there is
Right.
some type of liability that you could have. Absolutely.
He absolutely could have been charged. They've never been able to find him. But had he been, and I know he had to be at home watching that trial stress.
He would have got fried. He would have got fried.
The prosecutors would have had to choose to do that. And had they found him, I believe Tony Earls wouldn't have been charged. If they found the robber, they wouldn't have went after Tony Earls. But somebody's going to answer for a 9-year-old being killed. And if it's not the robber, then I'm sorry, it's going to be you. So I think that's what ended up happening. But yeah,
found the nigga that stole the purse. You busy shooting. You ain't even.
You worried about fighting your son. Y'all supposed to be out going door to door, getting ring.
Private investigator.
Right.
What? Now, how old was it? Before we go to the next case,
Yep.
how old was his son that he was fighting?
He was like 16.
He upped it on a 16-year-old kid?
These YNs, bro.
That's crazy.
Crazy video.
Yeah.
I went from feeling a lot of sympathy and like, oh my gosh, this is so terrible, to okay, lock this nigga up.
Lock him up.
Because what are you doing?
Jail.
So sad. It was really sad.
Yeah.
Prison.
God
Okay.
bless.
Next case.
That was great. That was great. That was great. I'm so excited. I told y'all I'm excited.
I got my notes and everything. I'm locked the fuck in.
Dodge got
Okay.
the notepad.
Here's a good question. How do you feel about parents being held criminally responsible for the actions of their child? If your child commits a crime, should you as the parent be held responsible?
Absolutely. Lock them up. Lock them
I
up.
agree. I think it's nuanced. I think in those situations of like those school shootings and things like that, yes, I think for sure. Especially if it was one of those things where you didn't take the right precautions, you didn't do the right things, you know what I'm saying? You looked the other way. Oh, definitely.
Lock them up. Especially if you're a repeat offender. Like if you're a kid that's always in some shit and then you finally like murk somebody or hurt somebody and your parents did not, lock them up. Because I'm the parent. Fuck with my kid. I'm locking your mother up and your grandmother because they raised dickheads.
I would say no. You don't hold the parents accountable unless you can show that there's like extreme negligence that led to this offense happening. But
So-
just on a general, nah, like sometimes the kid can just be an outlier and
That you're supposed to lock your kid up.
I mean, it's a whole nother human being. You could do your best to raise them, but if you're doing all the right things and you're not negligent and they just got some chromosomes missing and they a little bit off in the head, like you're gonna lock the parent up for that?
You got to get them some paperwork.
I'm sorry about the chromosome. I didn't mean it in that way. I just meant,
I'm joking, but
You got to get them some paperwork. If you think that there's something wrong with your child, if your child has like ODD or like some emotional dysregulation or something like that, you can't be that parent like, oh, it's nothing wrong with them. I'm not going to get them evaluated. Nah, you got to be proactive. If you're not proactive, if you're not at them doctor's appointments, if you're not trying to get them, if you're not trying, that's negligent as hell. Lock them up. Who else?
I think that y'all are looking at this. It's too general the way y'all looking at it, right? There are some kids, say Trom, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I got into a fight at Hampton University, we were 17. He was 17 years old. He was there. Trom, I said it on this guy. Trom was the last person there stomping on this dude's head. Jumping in the air. This nigga's 6'6". He's jumping in the air. His lanky ass jumping on this dude, right? And it's like his parents, I would think, raised him well. Never like, what if something happened to that dude? Would you now charge his parents for this random action that their child did? Now, what Trom is speaking about, I kind of do agree with it. I would look at this as like potholes, right? if the pothole has never been reported, it can't be. You can't like if you fall into it, there's no lawsuit. But if it's been reported and they were negligent in fixing it, there's a lawsuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I would kind of look at it like that, but you got to kind of be weird because, like I said, Trump was just with his homie and he was just riding with his friend, and then he just really get his licks in.
It wasn't my parents' fault.
No, but we're in agreement because I said the same thing. I said if you are a habitual person that's doing stupid shit, not on like a one-off situation, like that's not cool. And then you talking about Hampton University, like that nigga grown. You in college. Pack him up.
I wasn't in college. I was visiting.
He was still in high school. Trump was just in high school.
Damn.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, what you got?
Let's go.
Ready
Give me
for the
the
case?
case. Give me the case. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So a 15-year-old black boy takes his father's keys to the car. He's there with his friends, and he takes the keys. The prosecutors say the dad gave the son permission. The dad says, I did not give him permission. I just told him to move the car out of the driveway. Regardless, the son, 15 years old, not licensed, not permitted, drives to his friend's house because the friend needed to get a belt. They get the belt. On the way back, 15-year-old decides, instead of going straight home, let's go by the park. He goes by the park, and as he's by this park, he decides to run a stop sign, accelerates, hits a car with a family full of people, including 3 children and a grandmother. He kills the grandmother and the 3 children.
How fucking fast was he going?
Very fast on a residential street. Son gets charged. Dad gets charged.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah.
Yes?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because at the end of the day, first of all, that is negligent. Why are you giving your keys to a 15-year-old talking about move the car out the driveway? Are you incapable? Go move your fucking car. Why? He don't got no permit. This nigga don't have no license. He don't have. And then as a parent, I'm a parent. As a parent, I know my kids don't fucking listen. I know my kids don't listen. They're not good people. They smart, they cute, but I know these niggas don't listen. I know if I say, yo, go in the fridge and get me a soda, but don't get one for yourself, I'ma find one in that 7-year-old's bedroom because that's the type of nigga she is. You understand? I know if I tell the 17-year-old, here's $100, buy one thing for you, one thing for me, bring me back my change, I'm never seeing that change again. I know my kids. So you mean to tell me that you ain't realized that this nigga was gone when he was just supposed to move the car a couple inches? Why is he moving the car? You know your kid not trustworthy. You think your kid trustworthy enough you will get this nigga took his friend to get a belt. A belt. How he get here with no belt? Go back home and get you understand? So yes, there is negligence. Should dad go to jail forever? Maybe not.
Okay.
But yeah. Come on, son.
Okay. It was in Florida for the person who asked. The case is in Florida.
Florida man.
Okay, I'm curious to hear more thoughts because I have a response to you, particularly about the timing. How long should each person get? If they're convicted, how long should each person get? But go ahead, please.
Yesterday's camera went off again.
Uh-oh.
I noticed.
She okay? Somebody do a wellness check.
For real.
Yeah.
This is why kids don't have friends.
So, going back to the previous case, even if your intentions is just to commit a little petty crime, a little robbery, but if somebody ends up getting killed because of your initial crime, then unfortunately you're on the hook for it. So if dad gave his keys to a 15-year-old that does not have a license, that was basically an unlawful act right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's not legally allowed to move the car out of the driveway. So whatever happens after that, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? But it's according to the letter of the law, that initiated all the other actions that happened after. Same thing we was just talking about. You handed him the keys and he's unlicensed. And why does he need to move the car out of the driveway? Like, what's the point of having a driveway if you're gonna move the car out the driveway? Like, leave it right there.
Well, what he said, there were 2 cars at the driveway, and Dad was the one that was going to take them all to the house to get the belt.
Okay.
So he needed Son to move second car out so that father could move first car out. That's what he said. But when Son moved first car out, instead of waiting so he could pull it back in, he left.
And where was your antennas? How long? Your kid was going for mad long. We got mad apps and shit. Why you ain't go get your kid? Did you call your kid? Is there records that say you called? Like, yo, bring your stupid ass home with my car. None of that. Negligence. That nigga probably got high and went to sleep.
Wait a minute.
Yo, why?
Florida man.
What?
Florida.
I do want to know. Did we say what the state? So the state is Florida. Yeah. What is the legal driving age in Florida?
It don't matter. He don't have it.
It ain't 15.
It ain't 15, and he didn't.
But it don't matter. He don't have nothing. It don't matter. Even if he was 18, he don't have no paperwork.
It says you can get a learner's permit at 15, and then 16 for your actual license.
And we know that this person did not have a learner's permit or anything.
She said it.
Yeah, that's tough because the move, you could have killed that grandmother and kids on that block.
Right.
They could have really been right outside that driveway, and you could have just ran right into them right there. Regardless of anything else, the initial move puts you into the space where you could have still had the final move, right? Mm-hmm. The initial move is you giving the keys, telling him to drive, him not being able to drive, and killing somebody. And regardless of whatever else, that it still aligns. So yeah, the parent needs to be charged. That's how I look at it.
But then if the dad was going to take you to get the belt, this is what I'm saying. You got to know your kids. That little nigga bad as fuck. Because if your dad already said, I'm going to take y'all to go get it, just move this car so we could take this car. Why would you and your antennas like, nah, we going to go do it ourselves. And then we going to go to the park.
Yeah, that story don't add up. I feel like that's just a defense that they made up.
That what?
The family
like the defense that, oh, he was just going to move the first car so I could drive him with the. That sounds like they made that up to try to get some leniency because that don't make no sense.
So how much time do you feel like each person should get? Do you feel like the son should have went also to prison? What do you have thoughts on that?
How old is he? 15?
He was 15.
I need to see his school records. I know that little nigga bad. I know he bad.
He killed 4 people, bro.
But I know he bad. That's why I'm trying to figure out like how long, like the little.
You can't say that. Yo, what's up with you? The dad is smoking. The kid bad. Like, what's up?
Florida man.
Any kid does that. Any kid, especially a boy kid, takes the car and goes for a little joyride. That don't mean that they like the hell spawn.
But again, if I was already taking you to get the belt, why would
kids at 15 years old?
And when you know your kid is a dickhead, you don't trust the dickhead to do important shit.
No, I disagree entirely.
I don't know. I'll figure out when
cars. Little boy kids take cars and go for joyrides. It happens all the time. They're not all delinquent. Some of them are fucking judges right now. You think fucking Ralph didn't take somebody's car when he was fucking 15?
I don't know, Ralph.
Hey, come on, bro. Bro, there are doctors, engineers, scientists, and all of that did dumb shit when they were fucking 15 years old.
They didn't kill 4 people when they did it.
By mistake.
Through a you don't know.
By mistake.
Accelerating through a stop sign is a mistake.
If you think listen what I'm telling you. You think the acceleration stopped, like when he went through the stop sign, he probably had already lost control. He had probably already lost control.
Because he never stopped at the stop. That nigga was probably doing 60 and a fucking 30 and went straight through that stop sign. Because you know how hard it is to kill 4 niggas in a car? Stop playing with me, son. Stop playing in my face. Stop it. Lock him up.
Of the 2, who do you think should have gotten more time? Dad or son?
I don't believe in charging minors as adults. They're minors for a reason. They don't have their decision-making abilities yet at 15. To Tahoe's point, at 15, he's making 15-year-old mistakes. Unfortunately, it is a very fatal mistake, but to charge you as an adult. So, yeah, I don't. Rarely do I ever agree with charging a minor as an adult. So that being said, it's fucked up because 4 people died, but I would kind of be lenient in both of their sentences. The kid go to juvie, and the adult, get some time for negligence. But
what's time, Trom? How much is time?
I don't know, 10 years?
For who?
10?
For dad?
For dad?
For dad.
10 for the dad?
10 for dad, and how much for son?
For the son, I don't know how juvenile
3 years
time works.
You're out at 18. That's it. If you go to juvie, you're out at 18.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a horrible mistake. He's a kid. They're kids for a reason. You can't drive until you're 16 or 18 for a reason because you can't make those decisions.
Mm-hmm. I'm giving dad 5 to 7.
5 to 7. That's about right.
I'm giving little Gran Turismo. Give him like
Gran Turismo.
10 to 15.
10 to 15 years?
He get out when he like 30. He be fine.
4 people died. 4.
Niggas died. Your moms and all your kids died because little fucking dum-dum decided that he wanted to get a belt and go to the park and not stop at a stop sign.
It's unfortunate, but you got to give him 10 years, the dad, because 4 people died. It's unfortunate. He didn't mean it. But, bro, you can't give him 5 to 7 for murking 4 people.
Wait, he said
I said 5 to 7 for dad. 10
That's
to
what
15
I'm saying. I'm like, the dad got to get more than that. 4 people got killed.
Yeah,
What
you
are we
got to get
talking
more
about?
than your dad.
Mel, break this down for us. What do you got?
Okay, I was trying to find I actually spoke to the son's lawyer. I had a conversation with him. He reached out after I covered this case. The father, just for context, dad was 69 when this happened.
Oh my God.
Sentenced to 37 years.
Oh my God. What?
And he has cancer. So the likelihood that he finishes out that sentence is very low.
All right.
Son gets charged as a juvenile. He will be out when he is 18 years old.
Get the fuck out. Now your daddy gotta die. Your daddy gotta die in jail because you stupid.
Yo, I hate kids.
I fucking hate kids, bro. I fucking hate kids, bro. Now I gotta do 37 with cancer because my son is stupid.
It actually makes sense.
I will curse, I'm telling you, if I live to the time my child get out of jail, I'm calling my child every day just to call you a stupid motherfucker. And when I die, I want you to be like, yo, my dad hated me when he died. I want you to go to your therapist and say, like, yo, my father really hated my fucking gut. Yeah, you stupid motherfucker. I love you. You stupid bitch.
What about accountability? I handed your stupid ass the keys.
Nah,
I'm
son, that's
the
just
adult in this situation.
He's 69. The nigga 70
He's 70 years old.
What does that have to do with the sentencing? How old?
I'm tired.
Nah, son. Nah,
Go
son.
lay down in a nice cell.
Yo,
We'll make it
I had you when I was 54.
Y'all aren't even
I was
considering.
tired when you was born.
Y'all aren't considering the other family. Like if you was in court and had to hear the other family talk about 4 of their family members getting killed.
Give that little motherfucker to 37.
Let me tell you, Charm, to your point. So the vehicle actually was a grandmother, her husband, so grandpa, and then the 3 grandchildren were in the back. When the mother of the kids and the daughter of grandma, right? Because she lost her mother and her kids when she took the stand. I don't think I've ever cried that hard in my life.
Wow.
It was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever heard. You could feel her pain in talking about losing all of these people on the same day. And then grandpa, who is in the car, right? He now has survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
He takes the stand and talks about how he had retired 1 year earlier. So he was finally looking forward to spending time with being a grandfather and being with his wife. and then he loses them 1 year after retiring.
Mm-mm.
It was the most heartbreaking thing I have ever heard in my life. And I will say, I felt their testimony brought me back to reality of like, you participated in these people losing their family. But I was very conflicted because dad, he said he didn't, give permission to the kid, but regardless, I'm sure he did. His expectation, even if he gave the kids, was that son was going to go to this house and come back, right? Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Son does something completely different than that. But you, as the adult who has had life experience, to your point, Dej, that has, your kids, you are supposed to know better. And so I was very conflicted about that case, but I think all of you guys' points are very valid, and all of the things that I was doing. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
First of all, I just want to say, yesterday still hasn't come back.
I know.
So we already know that this is not good.
Yeah.
So let's pray for yesterday and hope that he's not chasing a robber or anything of this sort. But I just want to say to anybody that is in Atlanta and any of the neighboring states, y'all see the type of fun this is.
Word.
This is an amazing episode. Thank you. This is the first episode of its kind of So Shameless that we've ever done. Hopefully you can do at least one more. I know you had a few. If we can do one more at least. But go on over to the I'm Not a Lawyer Instagram page. She has one more show. One of them is sold out already. She has another show. I believe it's the nighttime show. It's a 7:00 show.
Yep.
That still has a few tickets left, right? For August 2nd. I'll be there. This is amazing content. For what the shit that people are putting out now, you are amazing. Thank you so much, Mel. And I feel bad, bro. 39 years because your kid did some bullshit is crazy. And I keep telling y'all motherfuckers don't have fucking kids. I keep telling you. Because, bro, you lived your life 69 years and gotta go to jail for the rest of your life. Jail!
Yeah.
You're a grandmother and grandfather that lived your life all this time, and some 15-year-old idiot comes and kills you, knocks you off.
Yeah.
Or just makes you a widower.
That's crazy.
And these 3 kids, God bless. Mel, what do you got?
All right, last one. I'll just tell you guys the story. I won't ask you my generic question. I'll tell you guys the story and then get your thoughts. So this trial actually starts next week. It's one I am ramping up to start following. But the background is this woman killed her 3 children and then jumped out of a window in an attempt to take her own life. She didn't succeed in taking her own life. Her kids died, but she ended up being permanently paralyzed from her neck down because of she took a bunch of medicine and jumped out. So immediately, and a lot of the commentary is already like, first of all, kids cases automatically break my heart. They're always a lot for me. And I'm like, why would a mother kill her kids? Background though, that is worth noting, and what is her defense in the case is after she had her third child, so her children are all about 2 years apart. After she had her last child, she started experiencing postpartum depression. Okay. She is initially doing insane things like waking up at 4 o'clock, not to feed her kids, but to go on a 3-mile run, to do aerobics, she's being very weird. And then she starts not being able to get out of bed. She's like clearly experiencing postpartum depression. She starts communicating to her doctors and to her husband, I don't feel well. She also was a labor and delivery nurse for 9 years. So she has experience with babies and all of this kind of things. She starts communicating that she doesn't feel well. I think something is off, right? She goes to start seeing a doctor. They start giving her antidepressants to try and help and address this stuff. Doesn't get better. She's communicating. Now I'm starting to hear voices. They're telling me to harm myself. Nobody's doing anything. Her doctor, they're changing out her medication or increasing the dosage, all of this, right? It gets so bad that she says, now the voices are telling me to harm my children. I need to go see somebody. So she goes and checks herself in. She admits herself into a mental health facility. Okay. She stays there for a couple days and then she is released under the direction that she should not be alone. That's what the doctors say. She is still on medication. It's not getting any better. January 24th, 2023 comes. She's not well. And she does some errands throughout the day. And in the evening, she tells her husband, they're having a discussion about dinner. It's agreed that husband is going to go to pick up dinner. So he leaves the house and he leaves her with the children. She is saying when dad left, she heard the voices. They got really loud. They said, now is your time. Kill the children so you can kill yourself. And so that is what ends up happening. So she is now starting trial next week. Obviously, she's been charged with the murder of her 3 children. Her defense is that, number one, insanity, but secondly, I expressed that I was well. The doctors should have done something, and basically, my husband shouldn't have left me.
Yeah, like this is gonna sound crazy.
Yeah, because I want to know how you gonna.
This is gonna sound crazy.
How you gonna do this?
Like,
no.
This is gonna sound so crazy. I hear it in my head.
Let me say this. Keep your thought too. The prosecutors are saying that it's actually premeditated, that she planned for her husband to leave so that she can do that. I should say that. They are saying that this was intentional. She wanted him to leave so that she can.
The voices probably told her. Like, yo, get him up out of here. And his stupid ass, like, you gonna leave her with why would you leave crazy people with your kids? But all right, cool. So
no,
you kill your own kids, right?
No. You can't. All right.
Don't make me laugh. Stop. It's like, who's really hurt here? Like, why are you sending me to I don't think that she should go to jail because like they hers. You understand? Like, if you kill somebody,
do you hear yourself?
I told you
hear yourself?
So crazy.
Are you hearing the voices now?
Listen. I'm mentally unwell. Everybody knows that I'm mentally unwell. I already did everything. I tried to help myself. My husband didn't check me in the shit. Like, I had to get up in half of my brain that's working correctly, had to try to get me to get the other half to work correct. And it's not working. If you as the same person know that you should have went and got the food and took the kids with you, but you didn't do that. You left me alone when you knew that I'm telling you these things that happen. I'm telling you I'm having these voices. Like, at the end of the day, I don't think that she should go to jail. And I do think that the husband, for me, if somebody is going to go down for it, it got to be the husband for negligence, because I'm thinking this is one of them situations when you like a married single mother type shit, because it's like, why would you leave would you leave a crazy person in the house with your kids that said that they got thoughts of killing your babies? I wouldn't leave that motherfucker in the house with my baby for nothing. Actually, she wouldn't even live in the house with my babies. She would be locked up somewhere in a padded room until you get your shit together. You gonna leave her? And especially, you know how long it take to kill 3 kids?
No. What? She
send her to the hospital.
Why did she kill the 3 kids?
It don't matter. It take a minute.
Go ahead. How did she kill the 3 kids?
She
do we have to
them with a one of the workout bands, you know,
resistance band.
Resistance band. Strangled them, all 3 of them that way.
How old were the kids?
8, nope, 6, 4, and like 18 months.
The baby's different.
I'm sick.
6, you gotta.
She gotta be faster than that.
I didn't say that out loud.
That's crazy.
If you see me murking yo, you gotta get the fuck out of there. Fight or flight, shorty. Get out. Help, police.
So she's also filed a lawsuit against her doctors for medical malpractice because they did not properly diagnose her. Number one, turns out that she actually had
schizophrenia,
some version of bipolar disorder. And when you are given antidepressants, when you
heightens it, it makes it worse.
Issue, it makes it worse. And so what her team is arguing that it was medical malpractice. They didn't properly diagnose her, made her situation worse, and it resulted in her doing this.
So
I don't think she should go to jail.
I think everybody going to jail. I think the dad the husband going to jail, the wife is going to jail, and the people that released her from the facility. So maybe the people that released her from the facility, they may not go to jail, but they should be found guilty in civil charges, like you said, because that's, to release somebody under the conditions that they have to be supervised. That's the whole point of a facility, is you are supervised 24 hours. Once you release them outside of facility, like, there's no husband, there's no human being that has the capacity to supervise another adult 24/7. It's just not realistic. So yeah, I think that they are, liable here. I think the husband is liable because he agreed to the conditional discharge and then went out the crib left the kids there.
No,
but I don't let her off the hook entirely.
No,
she's crazy. That's not her fault.
No,
I'm crazy or not, you're getting some of these charges too.
No, I think y'all are all nuts.
You still did it.
Y'all are all nuts. Y'all answers are crazy.
Okay.
If this person has told you, I'm thinking about killing myself and my children, I'm telling you, I might kill my kids. You cannot now put me as like a security guard to stop somebody from killing. I'm not a police officer.
Your kids too.
I'm not a police officer. I'm not a police. I sleep. Like, what? How am I supposed? This person is telling you I'm going to murder people. How is that my job to stop?
You should have never let her back in your house. That bitch would have never been back in my house.
Bro, the court system, the mental health system is fucked in this country. We know that. If you just go get on the A train, you can tell. If you go get on the MARTA in Atlanta, you can tell. The fucking mental health system is fucked. We're not putting enough money into it. At the end of the day, this man, and it's coming and going. She could have been good one day and not good the next. How am I supposed to know? I just went to fucking McDonald's. What the fuck?
Should have Uber Eats it.
Bro, you can't, and then that dementia shit, if y'all ever dealt with people like that, they be good one day and then they not good the next, bro. And it could be one moment. So it's kind of messed up that we talking about he got to go to jail when she was probably herself. And she, like, what the fuck? And then the doctors is telling them certain shit. Now, okay, she's not to be left alone. I get it. I get the not to be left alone. But not left alone, or I'm going to kill these children?
Yep.
I don't see that like that. Yo, if you leave her alone, she's going to kill your kids. I don't see that as like what was being told to him or what his understanding of the situation was, because if so, he probably shouldn't be liable. It's the fucking mental place. What do you mean?
But as a parent, right? You mean to tell me that if somebody said, understandable, let's say somebody doesn't say, you can't be alone with your kids. If I'm telling you I'm having these ideations, I'm having homicidal ideations and suicidal ideations, I'm sorry. You're locked in the basement, like on some bubble shit from The Wire. Like there is no fucking way that you're just freely walking. I don't care if you yourself today. I don't care if you've been yourself for. I don't play like that when it comes.
You're coming after the original offense. The original offense is you letting me out. You're not supposed to let me out. If I'm telling you I'm going to kill a bunch of people, I'm going to kill all these people over here. And you know what? Hey, just watch her, make sure she don't kill all those people. It's not an acceptable fucking response.
You're absolutely right. And once I see that these motherfuckers is willing to let her crazy ass out, bitch, you not coming in my house. Go kill somebody. Go stay with your mother. Go do that shit at your mom's house. Go do that shit at your grandmother's house. But you not sitting in here with my babies.
So Tahoe, you don't think the husband has any liability here?
No. I know. No, I don't.
What if
I
he
don't.
agreed to the conditional release that he was going to supervise her 24/7?
Crazy.
How?
Crazy.
It was a conditional release.
That
But
bitch
how
would
do
be
you
handcuffed
supervise
to
somebody
death.
24/7?
Why? Exactly. Why would you agree to that shit? You know you can't do that.
No.
I think this is one of those I think this is one of those mothers versus fathers thing, because I'm telling you, sons, I'm telling you, there is no fucking way. There's no fucking way. As a mother, ain't no fucking. Even if you had a homicidal ideation about my baby once, nigga, get the fuck out. Go kill everybody at your mother house. Murk them. I'll be a character witness. I got you. I'm gonna sit on your side at the court. Are you fucking crazy? You thinking about killing my babies and yourself, and I'm gonna leave you to what? My babies is dead right now because I wanted to go get Chinese food. Are you fucking crazy?
Mel,
Nah.
what do you got?
I was going to answer some of the questions. It is in Massachusetts. They are white. He is apparently moved on and has a new wife or a new woman in his life, and some.
What I said, she was a fucking single married mother.
And then there was something else I was going to say that I just don't remember. But yeah, that case is like I said, starting next week. It is one that I think is going to be interesting just because of the insanity defense. You don't hear those very often. And even if you hear them, they don't really succeed. This, I think, is going to be interesting. I'm expecting a ton of experts, obviously, to take the stand and testify about her mental condition, how she, her mental health. That's what I anticipate, but, we'll see. I just have a lot of charged.
Is the husband being charged?
No. He living his life.
What
Got a new
Mel,
wife.
Melanie, from what you know of studying all these cases, give me a guess of what you think happens and how much time, if any, she would get.
I think she's going to get the insanity. I think they're going to find her not guilty by reason of insanity. And the reason I personally would be okay with that, I'm also a mother and I have experienced postpartum depression. She had postpartum psychosis. I didn't have that. But I think they're going, because there is so much evidence of her trying to help herself and not being a doctor, so she's not able to articulate what she needs. She needs somebody to tell her, and the doctors miss that. I think I could imagine. There's also, the jury is including alternates. It's 12 women and 7 men. I think that may take a play in that as well. I think women may be able to identify with what she went through. So I'm anticipating that she's going to be not guilty by reason of insanity. But the thing to understand about an insanity plea is that it means you don't go to prison. It means you go to a mental health facility, right? It doesn't mean you get to live your life and you're just out. It means you were insane. And so to help get you better, instead of serving a sentence there, you'll be here until the judge decides, or there is records to show that you are healthier. And so that you can now enter back into the world.
Whenever she paralyzed from the neck down and shit. Like, what the fuck she gonna do in jail? She don't need to go to jail. Go to jail for what?
That's what I think will happen. There is a case that is years old where a woman had a bunch of kids and she didn't want to have no more kids, but her husband kept knocking her up. It was like a religious thing as well. She started articulating that she wasn't well, and he was told, don't leave her with your kids alone. He left her.
I saw that one. It was a Netflix documentary.
She drowned her 5 children. She ended up getting convicted. However, she appealed, got a new trial, and was found not guilty by reason of insanity. So in her retrial, she was found not guilty. The first one, she was sentenced, she was guilty. So I think research has come so far from that case that I think the experts will probably be able to get a jury to understand or see. So that's what I expect. I've been wrong many times though, and that's why I'm going to be tapped in, because I'm like, how is this going to play out?
No,
exactly?
I got a question, Mel. What floor did she jump out of?
I think it was the second.
Wait, see, that's a mistake. How you going to jump out of the second floor? Now you hurt yourself.
First. She took medicine first. She was trying to
first. She took a bunch of medicine first. And then
jump out a second floor window.
Yeah.
To murder.
What state was this in?
Massachusetts, Boston.
Maybe they didn't have a third floor, Tron.
I'm just saying, it's just poor planning at this point.
Poor
Because now
planning.
you fucked up. Imagine you try to kill yourself and you just laying there paralyzed, like damn.
She in that courtroom in a wheelchair every day. They wheel her in and wheel her out. Sure do.
Now Tanae, it talking about it's sad, but she told that man she didn't want no kids. Like how many times niggas told y'all they ain't want no kids? Now it's sad. Please. Please. Nobody don't give a fuck about that shit.
You're not a good person.
What? How many times niggas can told y'all we don't want no kids? Now it's sad.
Niggas still ain't murk y'all big-headed ass babies. So this is what I be talking about. Y'all not grateful enough. Y'all not thankful enough.
I just find this like, yo, bro, this is damn.
Niggas, man. You got, men are bad people. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Men are bad people, man. I don't care. Fuck it.
Yo, amazing ass episode. I do, Mel, if you have a couple more minutes, I do have one other case that I'd like to present.
Okay.
The case of the assault
this nigga's crazy.
On the Harlem crackhead. Do y'all know that Dodge beat a person up the other day?
I don't know.
Physically put her hands on somebody and whipped them to the ground.
I did. And I'll do it again. I don't give a fuck.
Look at Mel. Why are you so excited about this?
Tell me more. I keep telling you, men are bad people. I'm going to start this story by saying men are bad people. They're not okay.
Is it all right to admit to a crime?
I don't give a fuck.
Online right now?
I promise you, come get me. Aggravated assault like a motherfucker.
Tell us more.
Come get me. And I stand 10 toes down on that shit. I don't give a fuck. So, context is important. As some of you guys know, like listeners, I love my Black women doctors. I don't want white people touching me. I don't want white people around me. Y'all not gonna stick me with nothing. My GYN is a Black woman. My therapist is a Black woman. My PCP is a Black woman. I just will not. So because of that, my original doctor's office was in Midtown Manhattan. And they moved her up to Harlem a couple years ago. But Black woman doctor is very hard for me to find one, especially one that I'm like attached to. Mm-hmm. So I travel to Harlem at least once a year to go get my annual and go see my doctor. So this week was time for my appointment. So me and Parker, we went on an excursion. Context for you, Mel, I live in Jersey, but I traveled to New York, obviously to Harlem for this doctor's appointment. And me and my kid, my daughter's 7, my youngest, at least she's 7. And we're having a good old time. Like we're having a grand time. So we're taking a train, and I'm realizing, because thinking about it from the thought process of an educator, I was like, I think that Parker thinks when we take the train, I just know where I'm going. So it was a teachable moment. And I was like, hey, so we're about to take this train. This is the color train. These are the numbers. So I want you to help mommy navigate, because I think you think I just know where I'm going. But in my brain, I'm actually reading the signs and figuring out where to go. So we're having a good old time. Like we navigating. She's like, all right, we're going to take this train, and then we got to get off here and get to this one, take 2 stops. So we navigated there and back. Just a little learning lesson for my baby. So we get to Harlem. It was pouring raining, cats and dogs that day. So we get to Harlem, and I get to my doctor's office. I don't particularly like this new location, but again, I love my doctor. So we're in Harlem, and we get to the doctor's office, and the building is like 3 floors. The second floor is the floor where my doctor is. The third floor is a OBGYN, but it's also a rehabilitation center on the 3rd floor. That context matters. So we get in, we say hello to the security guard, we get in the elevator. Some man comes in behind us, very much looking drugged out or whatever. And he's talking to the security guard, and she was like, yeah, like you've been here before. You're going to the 3rd floor, right? And he's like, yeah, 2nd floor, 3rd, whatever the fuck he said. So he gets on the elevator. Now it's the 3 of us on the elevator, doors closed. My antennas is already going up. Mom, I'm in protection mode. I'm always thinking about my kid first. Parker, she pressed 2 on the elevator. He's like, press 2, press 2. and then he goes over and he presses 2 again, and he goes back in the corner, and then he presses 3. I peep, whatever. Again, naturally, when I'm with my kid, I don't think about myself. I'm only thinking about my kid. So the elevator doors open, and I make sure my kid gets out the elevator first. So she gets out the elevator. As I turn around to get out the elevator, he touches my ass.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think that a lot of people, I don't think people understand how emotionally regulated I am in heightened situations. Mommy mode is on. I said, all right, cool. I had an iced coffee in my hand. I tell my baby, I said, hey, take this iced coffee. I was like, I want you to stand to the side of the elevator. She's 7 because kids. She's like, huh? What? I said, no, baby, stand to the side of the elevator. And she's like, okay. I turned back around, and when I say I beat the dog shit out of that, I beat that man into the corner of the elevator with my umbrella. I would pop, 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 pop. And then, because I'm black mother, like, what the fuck made you think? Like, what made you think? Yo, beloved, what made you think? Have you lost your fucking mind? And I'm like wailing on his shit. Whole doctor's office full, brink. Everybody is just like, you can hear a pin drop in that hole. And I take a step back and I look at my baby. I said, don't worry, baby. Mommy's fine. Go back. Down, down, down. When I say this nigga is like in the corner, like you've lost your motherfucking mind. You've lost your mind. And the only reason why it didn't take heaven and earth to get me up off his ass is because my baby's there. Because if my baby wasn't there, the whole doctor's office would have had me get up off him. But I got up off him on my own. And I turned around, and one of the receptionists comes up to me. She's like, are you okay? What's going on? I said, oh no, he touched my ass, but I'm good now. Just a little street justice. And I start logging in on the kiosk. I said, I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize to the room. Don't be alarmed. We good. But like, I am shaking, right? I am hot. But again, and this goes back to the other story when we talk about emotional regulation, I know that I have to regulate. Like, I cannot go ape shit. I can't be mad at everybody. I can't be cursing everybody, because this is not a everybody problem. This is a me and this person's type of a situation. And I had to regulate, and it was so hard for me. Like, taking deep breaths, and then people coming in like supervisors and everybody's coming to check up on me. And even in that moment, the supervisor's like, what happened? Can you tell me what happened? I was like, find me a room. I said, Parker, sit right here. Yeah. Mommy will be back, because again, now this is an adult conversation. I gotta go in the back. I gotta tell. I'm not gonna redo the story in front of my kid or whatever. But yeah, it was a bad day. It was a bad day for several reasons. One, there's a lot of realizations that I've had afterwards. The one realization that I have is, like, my family and friends are like, yo, I'm proud of you. You did what you had to do. Like, you showed Parker boundaries, whatever. But I'm very intentionally trying to raise not a sheltered kid, but a more suburban. Like, I moved out of New York after I had my kid for a reason. There's certain things I didn't want her to see, want her to be exposed to. And her mother's different people. I didn't want her to be exposed to that side of me either at 7. But I get the other side of it, of her seeing me stand up for myself and seeing boundaries. Like, I get that, cool, whatever. In the last 15 years, the only people I have ever had to put hands on is men. And I'm actually disgusted by the fact. I have not had a fight with a woman since I was like 19, 20 years old. I'm tired of having to fuck men up. I'm really tired of it. It's not cool. But also, as a woman, you go through like because we still all like compassionate and shit. So now I'm going through the motions in my head, like, damn, maybe I should have wore something different. Or you know what? My antennas did go up when he came in the elevator, but he obviously was on drugs. And I'm just making all of and then you go through like the mental Olympics of it all. When the fact of the matter is this: you shouldn't have fucking touched me. Period. And what you got, you deserved. Period.
Yep.
And I just I have to stand on that. But I don't take It's not fun for me to have to be that person.
Sure.
But I'm 100% always with being that person. So he
Yeah.
got fucked up.
Well,
He
he's
was leaking
lucky.
all the way out that hole. I don't.
He's lucky he got his ass whooped at the best possible place to get your ass whooped at the doctor's office. Man, get
Now
yourself.
he got back on that elevator. He ran out that hole. Like they had to find him in the street type shit.
Oh, really?
But, like
He didn't even get no band-aids or nothing.
Hmm?
He didn't even get no band-aids or nothing.
No, because by the time I stepped out the elevator, when the elevator doors closed, he like ran out. But Parker was like, he was bleeding from his head. I said, good. So if anybody want to come find me,
Dodge, I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's terrible.
I am sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Should I be me or what?
be you. I feel better today. If this was a couple days ago, I would have fucking closed the screen. Go ahead, what be you?
What you mean you've been fighting niggas for 15 years?
No, I said the last 15 years of my life, I've only had to fight men. That's a fact.
Who you been fighting?
I beat up the old owner of the restaurant that I worked at, the Nigerian restaurant.
Oh, right,
I had
I
to
remember
fuck
that.
him up, right? When I was pregnant, we was at the Barclays. I almost had to fuck that man up. I beat up my baby father. It's only been men. I haven't hit no girls. Not that I want to. I'm a girl's girl. I don't want to, but I'm just like, but why is it that I always gotta defend myself against a nigga? I don't want to do that. I'm just a girl.
Mel, what you got? Mel, what are you thinking about all of this violence that I put you into?
Hey, if they touch you first, I mean, at the end of the day, ain't no charges coming. And a prosecutor would be crazy to try. I stand behind my girl over here. Sorry. I hate that you've only had to put your hands on men. That sucks, for sure.
Because I feel like only men try me. Like I don't give energy that other girls like be having like real issues with me. Like it's something like men always try me. They either try to be tough, they try to talk tough. Like
Masculine.
I don't like that shit. I don't really like men, period. But I really don't like men disrespecting me. Like I don't know how else to react. I don't know how else to react from men being disrespectful to my face without swinging. I don't know what to do.
No, I feel you. I mean, I feel like I feel bad that Parker had to see that for sure.
Me too, son. That's the heartbreaker. I wish I was alone. Oh, I wish I was by myself.
Good you are not alone.
Yeah. I feel, somebody just said, oh my God, y'all have I'm not a lawyer, but wow, I'm late. Did you know that you're famous, Mel?
No.
When did you realize that? Like, come on, Dateline put you on there?
No, I don't think I'm famous at all. It's actually when people are like, "Oh my gosh," I'm like, "Girl, I'm so regular." So I actually think I come across as awkward in person because I'm like, I'm just regular. So I don't consider myself that. But thank you. I appreciate obviously everybody, anyone who watches my content.
I'm so happy that you were here today. You really like.
Yes, excellent episode. Thank you so much for your contributions to our daily watches and all of the research, because she really does research on these cases. This isn't some shit where she's just like repeating something she's seen on some nigga. She's opening the cases and following the cases and reading the actual what is it called, the
Ocean's court documents,
the court documents. She's reading all of that shit. She's highlighting shit for people to see it. Like she's literally doing real work. And I'm hoping that this takes off for you. I'm hoping that you find like a real thing out of this that is just amazing, because I think you deserve it. And we really, really, really appreciate you. Again, tell these people where they can find you.
Yes, you can find I'm not a lawyer, but on all platforms except Twitter. Everywhere else, I'm not a lawyer, but and yeah, I've been attending some in person. I attended Diddy in person, ASAP Rocky's in person, trial in person.
You was at the Diddy trial?
I did Diddy, not the whole thing, but I definitely was there for some of the testimony.
Yikes!
I'm doing Dirk. Dirk has a trial coming up, so I've been attending that. So yeah, I'm not a lawyer, but all the platforms, you'll get all the things I'm looking at, reading, and then that was all. Were you about to ask? Well, I was about to talk about the live show, but I don't want to do that. That's not what you were at.
Yeah, go into the live show.
Oh,
Go for it.
Like,
Damn, now I want to go.
And then my live show, it's called You Be the Judge in Atlanta on August 2nd. The 4 p.m. show is sold out. The 7 p.m. show, I got some seats, so you can purchase those on Dad's Garage Theater. That is the website you can find the tickets on. And it's an interactive live trial show. It's going to be a good time for sure. You interact, but have a good time. It's my version of a trial, so it won't be too serious. But there's some levity, there's some music, there's some fun. So yeah, that's coming up.
I got a question, Mel.
Yep.
Do you or did you at any point have aspirations to become a lawyer or anywhere in the legal field?
I did not. I do not. The most I have considered doing that I probably won't, but I've thought about. California has the baby bar. You know, if Kim Kardashian, she took the baby bar. They have that. And so I've considered taking that really just to like test my knowledge and see how much I actually know. But I'm not going to law school and I don't want to be a lawyer at all. I have no aspirations to do that at all.
Gotcha.
Nah, I say you a media reporter. Like that's what you're doing. Like you don't need to be a lawyer. Sure, this shit fire.
Fire. This is going to be a television show. This is going to be a television show. That's where this is going. We're literally watching the beginning of a television show. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be on like one of the We Network or some shit like that.
TV.com.
That's where this is going, and I'm just so excited for you. I will see you in a week and a half at You Be the Judge in Atlanta. Go to Dad's
Garage Theater.
dadsgaragetheater.com.
Yep.
To buy tickets to the 7 o'clock show. Don't run up on me. I'm coming down there with an umbrella, and I ain't scared to get my Dodge on in the goddamn house. Let me go check on my cousin. Wait a second. Don't you have another pod too, though?
Yeah, I have a podcast that I do with my husband. We do it right here. It's called I'm Not a Lawyer, but The Debrief, where we talk about basically any of the videos I've made or like current cases. We kind of talk through those. I give more of the legal aspect. He is born and raised in Atlanta, so you get the Atlanta version of the nigga's opinion, and then me.
That's dope.
Awesome. We will see you guys next week. Thank you all for pulling up. And we have an announcement on our next show that you do not want to miss. Peace. So
thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mel. This was amazing. All right. In the stream.